méjèèjì sọ̀yà. Kéré o kékulé gbọ́ ó sọ fún toko àgbájọwọ́ nìkan fi ń mọlé òṣùṣù ọwọ̀ a máa gbálẹ̀ mọ́ kájọ ṣe kó ba lè dára. Àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá igi kan kò lè dá igbó ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká yọ ṣe kó ba lè tùbà kó ba lè túṣẹ́. Gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ tí kò bá sínú àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá káìkàìkàì wọ́n ti kó yan Yorùbá kéré o. Ẹ wá kájọ ṣe nọ́mbà tí ẹ lè pè tí ẹ bá fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ní Engineer Ọlá +21 89 26 23 6179. Chief Kuku +234 81 21 77 7902. King Yomi +234 80 33 79 9631. Àpapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá igi kan kò lè dágbó ṣe ló sọ wípé ẹ wá kájọ ṣe kó ba lè tùbà kó ba lè túṣẹ́. Yorùbá nation Yorùbá nation á tù wá lára o.
Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé wọ́n kí gbogbo wa pé a káàbọ̀ sí orí ètò lónìí. Kí àtúkọ̀lù àgbàmì ètò lónìí mo fẹ́ fún wa ní ìtàn kékeré kan. Ìtàn tí mo fẹ́ mú wá fún wa lónìí, ẹ má bínú o, mo nígbàgbọ́ pé ń gbọ́ wa nílé dáadáa. Ìtàn yìí dá lórí arákùnrin kan ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè China ni tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí Alibaba. Ẹ̀ ń béèrè pé irú ètò mo tún gbé dé lálẹ́ ètò ní o, àkí gbogbo yín ẹ káàbọ̀. Gbogbo wa la mọ̀ sí Alibaba ṣùgbọ́n Jack Ma lórúkọ tó ń jẹ́. Olówó ni, ìlú mọ̀ọ́ká ni, káàkiri orígun mẹ́rin àgbáyé ni wọ́n ti mọ Alibaba. Ẹ máa share ètò yìí. You're welcome to tonight's program. Ńgbà tí wọ́n wọ worth ẹ̀, Alibaba worth more than $39 billion or about approximately $39 billion ni worth ẹ̀. And he also runs one of the largest company in China, which is the Alibaba company. Ǹjẹ́ ṣé ẹ mọ̀ wípé Alibaba ó ti apply fún 30 different jobs. Ó apply sí KFC. Ó apply sí police to become police officer. Wọ́n reject ẹ̀. Ó apply sí Harvard University 10 different times as well. Tó yẹ pé ó wà denied. After gbogbo àwọn ìjákulẹ̀ yìí, nígbà tó di 1990s ló discover internet. Look at Alibaba lẹ́ni. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká give up no matter how. Ohun tá a bá ń là kọjá lónìí. No matter àdójúkọ tí àdójúkọ ní orílẹ̀-èdè location confusion, a máa délẹ̀ ìlérí o. Ẹ jẹ́ wá fi èèyàn kan kí n wá fi ṣàpẹẹrẹ fún wa. Abraham Lincoln ó ti fail nínú business twice tí kì í ṣe failure kékeré. Ó ní nervous breakdown. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ kú along the line. Ó fail in different elections. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbẹ̀yìngbẹ̀yìn ó wá padà di ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Amẹ́ríkà. Eléyìí tó túmọ̀ sí pé gbogbo àwa tá ń jà lónìí, ẹ má jẹ́ ká give up o. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká give up. A fẹ́ délẹ̀ lérí náà láṣẹ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run wa.
Orílẹ̀-èdè ni á dúró torí ìyà yìí ti pọ̀jù. Odùduwà Republic á dúró, òmìnira á dé. Orílẹ̀-èdè ni á dúró torí ìyà yìí ti pọ̀jù. Odùduwà Republic á dúró, òmìnira adé. Òmìnira dé o, ìyà yìí ti pọ̀jù fún wa. Orílẹ̀-èdè mi á dúró, òmìnira adé.
Yoruba nation has come to stay.
Ìyà dúró, torí ìyà yìí ti pọ̀jù.
We must not give up at this junction.
Òmìnira adé.
No matter what El-Rufai says,
Owó sowọ́pọ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá kọ́ lè ṣe iṣẹ́. Odùduwà ó dúró.
no matter what Miyetti Allah does,
Ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá kọ́ lè ṣe iṣẹ́. Odùduwà.
no matter the action
Ìbámutakùn fìdí múlẹ̀.
of herdsmen terror,
Ìyà dúró, torí ìyà yìí ti pọ̀jù.
we are already there.
Republic á dúró,
Giving up is a disease only exhibited by the slackers. Today is the appointed day. Now is the appointed time.
ọjọ́ kan ló ń tán.
We need to act.
Ìyà tó jọmọ fún
We need to remain focused.
kí ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ aṣíwò.
Do not shift your attention.
Orílẹ̀-èdè
Don't allow anything to distract you.
ìyà yìí ti pọ̀.
No matter what you're going through,
Odùduwà Republic
no matter the persecution,
òmìnira adé.
you're going to be detained.
Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbà
We're going to be dealt with.
aláàtò tí ó wà ní ìdí
We're going to be beaten.
àti ìṣe ọmọ kóòtù.
But don't you ever give
jẹ́.
up.
Ní pàápàá jùlọ gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí à ń rí àti ní abẹ́lẹ̀ kí orílẹ̀-èdè Odùduwà ìyẹn Odùduwà Republic lè dúró. Ẹ ṣeun gan ni.
Oduduwa nation has come to stay.
Adìyí mú àwọn
No matter what they do or what they say,
Olódùmarè àgbẹ̀ gbogbo.
we are going to the promised land
Olódùmarè.
and no going back.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa fi ọwọ́ sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú gbígbé orílẹ̀-èdè Odùduwà kalẹ̀. Orílẹ̀-èdè Odùduwà ní ìrètí tí a ní
My life has come.
Yorùbá láti dé ibi tí.
Oduduwa nation is my life.
Bí a bá wo ìyà tí ó ti ń jẹ àwa ìran Yorùbá
Share the program.
lẹ́yìn, àwọn
Let's enjoy it together tonight.
tó bẹ́ẹ̀ sí à ń gbé ìgbé ayé.
Sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa pé a tún ti wà lójú agbágbé. Ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́mi náà pín sí gbogbo ara.
Ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá kọ́ lè ṣe iṣẹ́. Odùduwà ó dúró, Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn fìdí múlẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá kọ́ lè ṣe iṣẹ́. Odùduwà ó dúró, Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn fìdí múlẹ̀. Orílẹ̀-èdè mi á dúró, torí ìyà yìí ti pọ̀jù. Odùduwà Republic á dúró, òmìnira adé.
If you believe that Yoruba nation has come to stay, please share the program tonight.
Torí bí wọ́n wá lọ lógún ọdún o, ọjọ́ kan ló ń tán bá. Ìyà tó jọmọ fọjọ́ pípẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ ọmọ aṣíwọ̀ lẹ́yìn ọmọ. Orílẹ̀-èdè mi á dúró, torí ìyà yìí ti pọ̀jù. Odùduwà Republic á dúró, òmìnira adé. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà àti gbogbo aláàtò tí ó wà ní ìdí gbígbé àṣà àti ìṣe ọmọ kóòtù òjìrèbí lárugẹ. Ní pàápàá jù
No matter what they do or say,
iṣẹ́ takuntakun tí à ń rí àti ní abẹ́lẹ̀ kí orílẹ̀-èdè Odùduwà ìyẹn.
we are going to the promised land and no going back.
Ẹ ṣeun gan ni ọlọ́dún tó mọ àrè Adìyí mú àwọn alálẹ̀ á kí yín lẹ́yìn. Olódùmarè á gbé gbogbo àṣẹ tèdùmarè. Ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa fi ọwọ́ sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú gbígbé orílẹ̀-èdè Odùduwà kalẹ̀. Orílẹ̀-èdè Odùduwà ní ìrètí tí a ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìran Yorùbá láti dé ibi tí ọkàn wa ń fẹ́. Bí a bá wo ìyà tí ó ti ń jẹ àwa ìran Yorùbá bọ̀ látẹ̀yìn, a ó rí wípé ìyà yìí pọ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀ tí à ń gbé ìgbé ayé ẹrú ní orílẹ̀-èdè tí a pè ní tiwa. Kò sí àǹfààní tí ó péye láti dé ibi àṣẹ ní orílẹ̀-èdè tí a pè ní tiwa yìí. Ikú ìyà, ikú ẹ̀sín, ikú ìpakúpa ni wọ́n ń pa àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tí ó bá ń fi òtítọ́ inú ṣe iṣẹ́ rẹ̀. Ǹjẹ́ ó wá dára kí ọmọ ẹlẹ́ran kí ó máa jẹgun? Ṣé ó dára bí kí ọmọ aláṣọ kí ó máa wọ àkísà? Ǹjẹ́ ó sunwọ̀n kí ọmọ onílé kí ó máa gbé ẹ̀yìn odi? Ẹ jẹ́ kí a rò ó kí a má bàa fi ohun tí a fẹ́ jẹ bà ohun tí a fẹ́ jẹ jẹ́. Kí a má ta ara wa dànù kí iṣẹ́ àwọn baba ńlá wa tí ó ti lọ ó má bàa parun. Kí ìran wa tí ó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn kí ó lè máa sọ nípa tiwa wípé a ṣe ìwọ̀n tí a lè ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a fi ara wa ṣe òṣùṣù ọwọ̀ kí a dira wa mú nítorí pé àìkọ́wọ́rìn ejò ní jẹ́ ọmọ ejò níyà. Bí ọ̀ká bá ṣáájú tí sèbé tẹ̀lé tí paramọ́lẹ̀ àti òjòlá ń wọ́ ruru tẹ̀lé wọn lẹ́yìn kò ní sí ẹ̀dá kan tí ó lè fi igi na ọmọ ejò.
Let's come together as one.
Ìṣẹ̀dá Yorùbá ni ó dára jù nínú ìwà àti ìṣe.
Ká lè jọ délẹ̀ ìlérí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń bọ̀wọ̀ fún àgbà. Ìṣẹ̀dá tí ó ní ààtò ni ìṣẹ̀dá tí Elédùà fi Yorùbá ṣe. Bí ọkùnrin bá jí ní òwúrọ̀ ní ilẹ̀ kóòtù òjíire adọ̀bálẹ̀ gbaraja a kí àwọn òbí rẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bí ọmọbìnrin jí a fi orókún méjèèjì kúnlẹ̀ a kí àwọn òbí rẹ̀. Àṣà tí ó wuyì ní àṣà wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé àṣà wa lárugẹ. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní ìdí ètò yìí kí Odùduwà Republic ó lè dúró. Mò ń bẹ̀ yín ní orúkọ Olódùmarè. Mò ń bẹ̀ yín ní orúkọ àwọn baba ńlá wa tí wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun ṣáájú wa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a fi inú kan ṣe é. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí a gba ìbọ̀dẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé, mo kí gbogbo wa pé a káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lónìí. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí pátápátá wípé àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba pé ẹ̀mí ti rẹ́yìn oṣù ojú ti àjọ̀sán àwẹ̀ ti parí o. Mo kí gbogbo yín láṣẹ Ọlọ́run ọba ìwòye ọdún tó ń bọ̀ àjọ máa péjú ṣe ní tọmọtọmọ tẹbítara àti ojúlùmọ̀. Wà nírú gbé sọnù bí ò ṣe bí ọmọ o. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé a káàbọ̀ sórí ètò lónìí. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ohun tí a tún gbédé lónìí pẹ̀bútú yẹ̀rì mo gbé dé òun náà ni ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Odùduwà. Òun náà ni a tún gbédé lónìí o. Oòduà ti dé, akíyín ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ayọ̀ rẹ̀ akíyín ẹ káàbọ̀ sí orí ètò lónìí. Ǹjẹ́ ṣé ẹ ti bá wa share ètò yìí lónìí? Ṣé ẹ ti bá wa share rẹ̀? Ẹ bá wa share rẹ̀, ẹ máa jẹ́ kí a mọ̀ wípé ẹ ti share rẹ̀ o. Ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀, àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Báwo ni ó ṣe ń lọ? Ṣé ó ń lọ dáadáa lọ́dọ̀ tí yín lójú àgbàgbé lọ́dọ̀ tí yín bẹ̀? Tó bá ń lọ dáadáa lọ́dọ̀ tí yín, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀. Ẹ ṣeun gan ni, àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o. Olúwa o. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ẹ má bínú pé àti wá sórí ètò lánàá. Àkókò wa náà kì í ṣe pé àwa, ṣùgbọ́n àwa sórí YouTube ni, orí Facebook la wà lánàá tí a ti ṣe ètò. Lónìí a tún fẹ́ délé kákan yànnàná àwọn nǹkan àbí méjì fún wa lórí ètò yìí kí a tó máa lọ àní dá yín lágara, torí pé àwọn nǹkan kan wà tí ó jẹ́ iṣẹ́ àkànṣe tá a ní láti ṣe lónìí. Òní ni ọjọ́ Thursday àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Àdúpẹ́, ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Ẹ máa bá wa share rẹ̀, ẹ máa bá wa share rẹ̀, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run ẹ máa bá wa share rẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa nílé, àwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí tó ṣeé ṣe kó máa bomi tútù sí wa lọ́kàn. Mo wá fi títóbi Ọlọ́run bá bẹ̀ wá. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí ohunkóhun kí ó bomi tútù sí wa lọ́kàn, torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe kọ́kọ́ fi ìtàn kékeré tí mo mú wá, ìtàn Àlí Bàbá tí mo kọ́kọ́ nù sórí atẹ́gùn àti ìtàn Abraham Lincoln. Àwọn nǹkan kan máa ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí tẹ́ pé a nídìí láti sọ lójú àgbàgbé, ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má jẹ́ kí ohunkóhun lábẹ́ àkóso bó tilẹ̀ wù kó rí kó jẹ́ kó fa ìpòrúurú ọkàn àbí ìbànújẹ́ ọkàn sí wa, àbí kó da nǹkan míì sí wa lágbádá o. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run. Ilẹ̀ ìlérí tí à ń lépa yìí, ẹ jẹ́ kí attention àti focus wa kó wà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Odùduwà, not on any other thing. ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n wọ́n ná ẹ má jẹ́ kí ẹ má bínú mo ń ṣe nǹkan kan lójú òpó yẹn ni o. Okay. Ẹ ṣeun ẹ má bínú ẹ jọ̀ọ́ all right ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ìpàdé àwọn gómìnà tí wọ́n ṣe níjẹta oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ àti Miyetti Allah ọmọ pé mo sọ níjẹta pé Miyetti Allah sì máa sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n sì máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ gbọ́ bí wọ́n ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sọ kò bá kò gbé ọ̀rọ̀. ẹ má bínú important message kan la sáré reply ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ná báwo ni ká ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí o báwo ni ká ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ o ó dáa ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ orin ilẹ̀ Odùduwà Oòduà national anthem ká kọ́kọ́ gbọ́ ná kí a tó tẹ̀síwájú lónìí torí àní fi ọ̀pá pọ̀lọpọlọ àní fi péjò àní dá yín lágara lálẹ́ òní ẹ jẹ́ ká gbóni national anthem wá wá o. Indian logo. What's up? Ẹ má bínú o. Okay. Ọ̀dà. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin. ṣeun púpọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i akẹ́yìn pé ẹ káàbọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa fún ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ ìjìnlẹ̀ rédíò lélẹ́yìí lórílẹ̀‐èdè Turkey nílùú Istanbul orúkọ tèmi kò tí ì yí padà ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus apèdègbàyè gbogbo ilẹ̀ Turkey ọ̀túnba Guru Maharaji adẹ́rìn-pòṣónú akẹ́yìn jẹ́ kí a bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí ó dáa mo rí àwọn fọ́nrán kan ní ojú agbágbé lónìí ó ṣeé ṣe kí ẹ ti rí àwọn fọ́nrán yìí tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ rí o ṣùgbọ́n èmi kàn rí àwọn nǹkan kan tó wà very important tí mo fẹ́ ká múlò lálẹ́ yìí ó ní mo ṣe mú àwọn fọ́nrán yìí wá ó ní mo ṣe mú wá ẹ jẹ́ kí á bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú eléyìí ná ká wò bí a ṣe máa gbé ìgbà lónìí.
We've seen a trace of it today because some people were arrested with fake army uniforms. They came with 18 AK-47 and they were arrested. But unfortunately, as I'm speaking right now, as those people were arrested, the QRS person, through the order of the Commissioner of Police, were asking that those people should all be let go. And before this time, fortunately, some of our guys were able to capture this thing with their phones. So we have pictures of the fake army uniforms those people were wearing. We are going to play for the whole world to see. The 18 AK-47 recovered by the police. Police have allowed them to take them all back.
Báwo ni ká ṣe ṣe o ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa a ní pẹ́ lórí ètò lénìí rárá a ní pẹ́ lórí ètò ṣùgbọ́n lénìí ẹ bá wo ibi tí wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ lè máa wò pé state wo leléyìí mo rí tọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ti ń gẹ̀ẹ́sì àbí àwọn kan sọ pé Delta ṣe torí ìfìlà tó wà lórí wọn àbí àwọn kan ní Urhobo ni wọ́n àwọn kan ní Edo State oríṣiríṣi làwọn èèyàn ti ń sọ nílé bí ẹ ṣe ń sọ nílé ni mò ń gbọ́n bí o ẹ lè sọ wípé Delta ẹ lè ní Edo ẹ lè sọ wípé ibikíbi tó bá wòye lẹ lè pè é ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tí wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí Akwa Ibom ni wọ́n ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wa la rí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Akwa Ibom lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí bí wọ́n ṣe ń pa lọ́tún tí wọ́n ń pa lọ́sì ní Akwa Ibom a lè sọ pé a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn gómìnà kan tí wọ́n rora wọn jọ níjẹta àbíjọ́wò tí wọ́n láwọn ń sọ̀rọ̀ ranches or no ranches lóòótọ́ ńgbà tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ tán ṣe tán ní ìpàdé ọ̀hún wọ́n ní kò sí ààyè fún Fúlàní àti ranches o àti open grazing ò nílùú àwọn tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ ṣe ranches àwọn máa ṣe é torí pé wọ́n ti propose ẹ̀ fún ìjọba location confusion tẹ́lẹ̀ rí àwọn pa àyànnà náà díẹ̀ níjẹta wípé àti ẹ̀fẹ́ àti ranches o àti open grazing o àti kò sí o ká sì máa fún wọn láàyè ká sì gbà wọ́n láàyè pé kán dúró nílùú wa àní àfẹ́ torí pé iṣẹ́ ló dàbí àgékù ejò tó ṣòro bí agbọ́n ó dàbí ẹni tí ó gbé iná sí orí tó wá déjò mọ́ fìlà àbí ká wá sọ pé ẹni tó finá sórí òrùlé tó lọ sùn kí wá ṣe òrùlé lásán òrùlé eléwé táwọn bàbá wa máa ń kọ́ láyé ọjọ́ òun kó wá finá sórí ẹ̀kọ́ á lòun fẹ́ lọ sùn sínú ilé ẹ bá mi béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé níbo ló ti fẹ́ bára ẹ̀ tó bá tiẹ̀ jí wàláì tó bá yajú pẹ́rẹ́ ọ̀run alákejì ló máa lajú sí kì í ṣe ilé ayé tá a wà yé àyàfi táwọn èèyàn bá wọlé láti lọ dóòlà ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ torí tá a bá ní pé àfẹ́ open grazing àfẹ́ ranches látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní ìgbà ayé gangan náà máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pa ìyẹn ni pé tá a bá sì jọ wà papọ̀ we don't want them at all no matter how either open grazing ranches or whatever kabane we don't want Fulani again we cannot dwell with them kò sí ẹni tó lè bá wọn gbé ní àlàáfíà ẹ jẹ́ á gbọ́ fọ́nrán yìí lẹ́yìn tá a bá gbọ́ tán ó wá ní nǹkan kan mo fẹ́ tẹ fọ́nrán kan fún wa fọ́nrán yẹn kéré lóòótọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ó carry powerful message yẹn ni wípé kò sí ẹ̀dá tó máa níkà méjì tí ò ní fi kan ṣe ra ẹ̀ láyéláyé wọ́n ní ìwọ tó gbọ́n tó rò pé nìkan ò gbọ́n Yorùbá bọ̀ wọ́n ní ìwọ gangan ní bàbá ọ̀bọ ìwọ nìkan kọ́ ló gbọ́n ìwọ nìkan kọ́ ló mọ̀ye tó bá gbọ́n tó lẹ́nìkan ò gbọ́n wọ́n ní ìwọ ní bàbá ọ̀bọ ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ Jason Lincoln, thank you so much. wọ́n ní Yorùbá nation no going back. ìyàwó Àbẹ̀kẹ́ wọ́n ní ẹ̀kọ́ àṣálẹ̀ olóòtú ẹ̀kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun Odùduwà gbè wá o, àmì àṣẹ Ìdùmarè. Odùduwà gbè wá àní ṣéètì, ẹjẹ́ ń fomi tẹ̀ wálẹ̀ náà torí lálẹ́ òní ètò tí a fẹ́ ṣe lálẹ́ òní ètò lóníjẹ̀lẹ̀ ń kẹ́ni. A fẹ́ máa jù díẹ̀díẹ̀. ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ẹ máa bá wa share ẹ share ẹ jẹ́ ká gbádùn ètò yìí lálẹ́ òní. mo ní Akwa Ibom ní fọ́nrán tẹ̀ ń wò lẹ́yìn yìí tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ti ṣẹlẹ̀. ṣe rí inú mi ń dùn pé díẹ̀díẹ̀ tó bá àwọn èèyàn bá ti ń gbọ́ sí díẹ̀díẹ̀ tó bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ sókè díẹ̀díẹ̀ ó dáa ju ìgbà tí ohun bá ń lọlẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ bó ṣe máa wà nìyẹn o.
This is the same war sword that was pronounced. The IG of police.
Wọ́n ní àwọn Fúlàní torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe máa ń sọ fún ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa wípé tí ẹ bá ti mú àwọn ará bí yìí ẹ ti ẹ̀kúkú pa wọ́n yányán tó bá jẹ́ ntẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ nìyẹn, bó bá jẹ́ ntẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ nìyẹn ẹ pa wọ́n yányán kọ́ má rí traces wọn. nígbà táwọn ará bí kó àwọn Fúlàní pẹ̀lú AK-47 méjìdínlógún 18 AK-47 ẹ dẹ̀ wá gbé wọn lọ, ẹ wá lọ fà wọ́n lé ọlọ́pàá lọ́wọ́, àwọn agbófinró. bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ mọ̀ wípé àwọn Fúlàní ló ń darí ọlọ́pàá yín, kẹfà wọn lé àwọn sójà lọ́wọ́, àwọn Fúlàní ló ń darí sójà. so kí wàá lẹ wá lọ ń fà wọ́n lé wọn lọ́wọ́ fún. we warned you several times. ṣe rí mímú tẹ́ ẹ mú wọn ní fake uniform, tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá àbí ọmọ Ìgbò ni wọ́n mú bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú fake uniform, wàláhì aspẹ̀ lórúkọ ẹ̀. tí ò bá ní délé kú aspẹ̀ lórúkọ ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́, in fact a ṣépè fọjọ́ tán bí sílẹ̀ ayé. But in Nigeria, the fake soldiers, the Boko Haram, the terrorists were arrested with army uniform and 18 AK-47. At the end of the day, eventually, wọ́n gba order látọ̀dọ̀ commissioner and they were set free. bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wá set wọn free yẹn wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ni. That's why we told you, we have been saying this several times, pé once you get them, don't spare them. Kí ni wọ́n ń ṣe pẹ̀lú AK-47 ẹjọ́? Tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ pẹran lóko ni àbí kí ni nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ ṣe pẹ̀lú AK-47?
So we have pictures of the fake army uniforms those people were wearing. We are going to play for the whole world to see. The 18 AK-47 recovered by the police. Police have allowed them to take them all back. This is the same war sword that was pronounced. The IG of police we've reported this thing to the highest order. We've reported it to the presidency, to all the arms of the security agencies. And nobody has taken steps to address it. So they are leaving Akwa Ibom people to defend themselves. Meanwhile, they are using our own oil money to maintain security. Just recently, the SS crude account that was kept for our own people had been used to acquire military weapons. We didn't know those weapons were used to come and intimidate Akwa Ibom people. So we've called on all the powers that be. We've called on the international community that this is a war that has been declared. I've never heard when Nigeria police is a partisanship. This is the first time where the entire police structure is belonging to a particular political party. But since we don't have the police, we don't have anything except God that we have on our people. We want to let the whole world know that whatever happens in this state is caused by the police, not any other arm of the agency, but the police first. With the people that the court has actually declared as illegal occupants of that seat. And today he led them into the place with cops. And we're calling on all that let the police force be called to order. They should go and defend Nigerian territories where need be. They were meant to maintain peace and order, internal peace and order, not to cause chaos in someone's state. And if they are playing politics this way, there's no hope for democracy in this country. And this is in line with the plan. We have their script. That number one, they want to cause mayhem in the state. So the election will not be held. The same day general election will be called. But we are trying to tell them if election is not held on that week, we can hold election on that same day. They should forget election here. Either you hold election the same day everybody is, forget about elections here. Elections must be held the same day. That is what they are trying to perpetrate here now. And you need to see, they've injured a lot of our people. They've destroyed people's houses. And police are supervising them to do this. Which country has this ever happened?
The police are supervising the Boko Haram to kill people in Akwa Ibom. It's not a new thing anyway. We have only 4 viewers lórí program wa leni. Kilo ṣẹlẹ̀. Now, kò ṣe new thing anyway. You see them killing everywhere, unknown gunmen. Even kí sójà pa wọ́n ní unknown gunmen. Wọ́n jólè Sunday Igboho unknown gunmen. Wọ́n fọ́ ilé ìyá Sunday Igboho unknown gunmen. Wọ́n ká Sunday Igboho mọ́lé unknown gunmen. Everything nílà Nigeria is unknown gunmen. Ẹ wo ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní last month ní Yanoiba tí àwọn sójà wọ́n dẹ̀ dúró ti àwọn Fúlàní pé kó máa ba mọ́tò jẹ́ wọ́n dẹ̀ ń wò wọ́n ràn. So I'm not surprised tí irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀. So but kẹ́lẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá nìkan òní ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Now mo fẹ́ ṣí ojú kí lorúkọ ẹlẹ́ ẹ má bínú o mo fẹ́ ṣí ojú orí péjì sílẹ̀ lónìí. Mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wo àwọn news kan bẹ̀ àwọn news kan ni mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ wò ń bẹ̀. Eléyìí kọ́ o eléyìí sì kọ́ o the northern leaders the north are happy about what is going on in the country. Bóyá yẹn gọ̀gọ̀ bóyá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gọ̀gọ̀ ní ká àti kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó dáa bá wa minimize ọlọ́wọ́ bọ́tìnì wa ẹ ṣé o ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ lálẹ́ yìí ro tèmi ẹ wò ó bá wa zoom in. ó dáa ẹ jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ from there. The North are not happy with Nigerian structure. They will go to war if necessary. Mo fẹ́ fi gbé fọ́nrán tí mo nà sójú agbágbé yẹn lẹ́sẹ̀ ni ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ìpè ṣe rí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ kì í ṣe wípé bóyá àwọn èèyàn kan bóyá kinní kan no wọ́n plan ẹ̀ ni properly planned ṣùgbọ́n mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa ṣubú yàkàtà. The Arewa Consultative Forum ACF has revealed that the people in northern Nigeria are happy with the way the country is structured and will never support any call for secession. Ní kò support any call for secession because mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa wà very happy because everything ti kọjá lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn and they are happy about it. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má gbàgbé wípé Ọlọ́run ṣe Fáráò lọ́kàn lé ju gbogbo eléyìí tí wọ́n ṣe yìí at the end of the day kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ó padà ṣubú náà ni. Emmanuel Yahweh, the ACF spokesperson, made the statement adding that secession threats could even lead to a more deadlier civil war. Whether civil war or not civil war, we are going. He said there is no way any part of Nigeria will succeed without a civil war. We are so integrated that it is impossible for us to sit at a conference table and allow each part to go their ways. It's not possible. It's not a tea party. There will be war. If any part of Nigeria wants to succeed, there will be war. maybe even more serious war than what we had before between 1967 and 1970. So if anyone is calling for secession, he is calling for war. Okay? And we in the North fought the war to keep this country together. So it will be a contradiction for those of us who tried to stop this country from breaking up to now be engaging in activities that will break this country. We don't want this country to break up. Whether they like it or not, ẹ máa gbọ́ statement yìí tí mo fẹ́ analyse, tí mo fẹ́ touch briefly before we go on. Only and we in the North fought the war to keep this country together. Wọ́n ti gbàgbé wípé ìgbà tí Muritala Muhammed tó ń lead àwọn battalion ní inú ogun lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná wípé helicopter ni wọ́n wá fi rescue kí lórúkọ Muritala Muhammed. Nígbà tí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n kó sẹ́yìn tí wọ́n jagun gbogbo wọn pátá làwọn ogun Biafra pa. Àbí wọ́n rò pé àti ẹ̀gbọ́tàn rárá ni. Ṣé òun náà ò jókòó kó gbọ́ ìtàn wọn sọ ìtàn fún bí ogun yẹn ṣe lọ wípé àwa Yorùbá lájà ogun yẹn lájà Ṣẹ́gun àti Àjàṣẹ́tẹ̀ Benjamin Adékúnlé àti bàbá wa Ọbásanjọ́ tí wọ́n jà fitafita. Ṣé ó ti gbàgbé wípé Awólọ́wọ̀ wà lọ́gbà ẹ̀wọ̀n nígbà tíjà yìí ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fẹ́ bu wọn lọ́wọ́ wípé wọ́n lọ mú Awólọ́wọ̀ jáde nínú ọgbà pé tactics tí wọ́n lò tó fi ṣẹ́gun tí a fi ṣẹ́gun ogun Biafra civil war ní 1970 wípé bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ òun ló fún un ní ọgbọ́n àti ọpọlọ tí wọ́n fi ṣẹ́gun tí Nàìjíríà fi ṣẹ́ ẹ̀tẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná. Ká wá wò wípé kọkùnrin tún àtọ̀rìn kóbìnrin tún àtọ̀rìn ká wá wo ẹni tó lẹ́mi lẹ́yìn tó máa lómi lẹ́yìn ẹsẹ̀ jura wọn lọ. So that is this stupid man talking nonsense. He's talking nonsense. This is absolutely nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. Only Nigeria is a great country as it is. So to them, Nigeria is a great country. We have problems, but those problems are not enough for us to break up. Wọ́n pààyàn lọ́tún, wọ́n pààyàn lósì. And then the problem at hand is not enough to break up Nigeria. Even when America is telling you to go and break up, separate now before it gets out of hand. When we believe this problem can be remedied, and these problems will only be multiplied if we go into war. We love the country. Who are those people that love the country? Ṣé àwọn tí wọ́n pa níyàwó ló love country? Àwọn tí wọ́n rape ìyàwó ẹ̀? Àwọn tí wọ́n pa ní bàbá? Àwọn tí wọ́n pa lọ́mọ? Àwọn tí wọ́n jí gbé tí wọ́n gba ransom lọ́wọ́ wọn tó yẹ pé wọ́n ta ilé wọ́n ta ọ̀nà kó tó di pé wọ́n rí ransom gbà? Tàbí àwọn tẹ́ gba ransom tẹ́ tún gbé òkú ọmọ wọn ránṣẹ́ sí? Ṣé àwọn ni wọ́n wà happy about the country? Or the people that have been marginalized? Are they the people that are happy and love the country? Are they the people that love the country? I don't know where you see your definition of love. Only we don't like what some people are doing with the country, but for us to have come from the biggest black nation on earth, you're talking about the number and the figure, but you're not talking about the abject poverty that is moving around the country. It is an honor, and we should try to preserve this honor. Honor my foot. We should try to see how we can use the resources we have to build a great world power. Well, since you've been extracting the resources that we have in the country, what have you achieved? Is it the 3 gas pipeline that you are building from the south to the North Africa? Tí àwọn èèyàn tó wà ní southern part of the country will not have a glimpse of. Is that the great nation that you are talking about? Or the power plant that you are building in Abuja, in Kaduna, in Kano? And why the rest of the country are living in darkness? Ṣé great country tí wọ́n sọ nìyẹn? Is that the great nation you are talking about? Because I don't know what is so great about this country. Or is it the 5,500 megawatts of electricity for over 200 million people that we are talking about? Mo jókòó mo kàn wò ni mi ò mọ great nation to what? To love. Yeah, you are not saying you should not love Nigeria anyway, but we are not part of Nigeria anymore. Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914, yes. It's no longer a rumor that Nigeria has expired since 2014. So you cannot force us together. You cannot impose yourself on us because we are sick and tired of the nation. Only the rest of Africa is looking up to us for what? Is it for the bandits or what? Or for the corruption? Or the backwardness? Kí ni nǹkan tí rest of Africa? Kí ni nǹkan tí wọ́n wò lórí yín o? And they feel sad when we behave as if we want to break up the country. Who are those people that feel sad? Is it the Ghana that tell your people to go back home and rebuild their nation? That maltreat our people, enslave our people, beat our people, imprison our people? Or the South Africa that kill our people? So they are the people that feel sad when you behave. I mean, when you behave as if you want to break up the nation. For what? What has the country benefited us? What have we gained from this country called Nigeria? Location 419, location contraction, backwardness nation. What have you achieved? For crying out loud. Is that how a great country should be? With the area, with the resources that we have scattering all over the country. Kí ni nǹkan tá à ń jèrè ná nínú Nàìjíríà? Wọ́n ní ọ̀bọ ò kí ń jèrè lẹ́yìn ọkàn. Nàìjíríà ò lè jèrè ká má wulẹ̀ parọ́ tanra wa. Where there is no good road, there is no electricity, there is no pipeline water, no natural gas, nothing. People are enjoying nothing, not even education. We pay huge to educate our children, yet we receive nothing back from the educational system. We pay huge for the hospital, but at the end of the day, we receive nothing back from the hospital. They have made so many people experiment. Many people take go for the hospital. Bí last week la gbọ́n bí wípé ọ̀rẹ́bìnrin kan wọ́n jọ lọ sí hospital pẹ̀lú ọ̀rẹ́ ó fi ẹsẹ̀ ara ìrìn dé hospital lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Wọ́n dẹ̀ treat wọ́n dẹ̀ fi ṣe experiment láti ibẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ yíwọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ tí ò ń ṣe nǹkan tó pẹ́. Wọ́n dẹ̀ rush wọ́n gbé sínú táǹkì wọ́n kàn fi gáàsì sí lẹ́nu kó ìhélè lẹ́ẹ̀mejì. Wọ́n ní driver márosẹ̀ lọ́nà máa gbé lọ kó tó dé kínní ó ti kú. Kó tó dé teaching hospital ó ti kú. So many people like that. So many people like that. Tó yẹ pé wọ́n kú tá a gbórúkọ wọn tá a dẹ̀ lè gbórúkọ wọn. So is that a country tẹ́yìn sọ wípé you are so happy about what you love? Or people feel so bad or sad when they see you behaving as if you want to break up the country? What has Nigeria benefited Africa as a whole? What has Nigeria benefited the citizens of the country? What are we benefiting from the country, for crying out loud? Well, we are benefiting nothing. Nigeria is not giving us anything, but Nigeria is taking everything away from us. Only few minority are imposed on us via 1999 Constitution. So I know I'm not surprised for you, the Northerners, especially the Fulanis, to be happy about the state of the country, about the situation of the country, about what is going on in the country at the moment. I am not surprised. Because your race are always backward. They're always backward. Look at the way you are living. Look at where you are living. Look at how you live your life. Living in the bushes. Nínú ilé alámọ̀ at this jet age. When other people are living in urban city, even in the villages and in the cities, living comfortably, building mansions, building duplex, building skyscrapers and all that. Living big and luxurious life. Living in luxuries. And you are living in tattered. So why won't you be happy with the situation of the country? This is so sad. Yawa Idayatu Eshimpupo. Emi Oladimeji, thank you so much for being part of the country. Of the program. Imagine Shiri. Only the rest of Africa is looking up to us, and they feel sad when we behave as if we want to break up the country. They all look up to. They all look up to for what? For terrorists? For bandits? For herdsmen? For raping? For killing? For maiming? Is that what they are looking up to in Nigeria? We don't want the country to break up. That is you. You might not want the country to break up because that is personal opinion. You are entitled to it. Everybody is entitled to it. That is personal opinion. But to you, to us, it's very, very wrong and absolutely unacceptable. Unacceptable. Thank you so much. So we don't want the country to break up. It is better the way it is, even with all the problems. Yes, why would it be better for you, even with all the problems? Because you are benefiting from the problem arising in the country. So why won't you be happy? Why won't you be happy? So I am not surprised. I'm not surprised that you are so happy about the situation of the country. Now, back home. Okay. Yeah, let's read this one quickly. Let's quickly read this one. Ó ní fídíò kan tí mo fẹ́ fi báàkì átíkù tí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kà tán sìn. Ó dà, ẹ jẹ́ ká sì gbàgbé eléyìí náà. Ẹ jẹ́ á gbàgbé eléyìí. Let's listen to the article. To the video. I have a video here which I want us to play. Miyetti Allah.
Is that Gandhi said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. Ask all those, 13, 15 governors that met in that hotel. Was there any of the Fulani leaders consulted? Any of the Fulani leaders consulted? So they are there making laws for people that they have not consulted. This is the problem with government. Disconnected, out of touch with realities of people. You must sit down and talk with people you are making laws for. None of those governors have sat down with Fulani leaders in wherever they are and tell them what we are planning to do, or what we're going to do, or what alternatives are there. And then they are sitting down there and making laws.
All right.
Be careful.
Who is this man referring to? Who is he referring to? He's referring to our governors, the southern governors. Now,
is that
Emma Bino, we've listened to that video. We've listened to what he had to say. Yes. He's a northerner. So I'm not so surprised. I'm not surprised. You might be surprised, but I'm not surprised. Because we are expecting the same thing to happen. I said it 2 days ago. Look at the meeting held by our governors today. And this is exactly what happened. This is exactly what they're saying, or what they are saying. I am not surprised. But there is something I want to bring out. That same 2 days ago, they said Buhari, that is not alive. Salami, Abdul Salami, Babangida, and the host of the northern ex-presidents, they came together, they had a meeting, and they never invited any southerner. And guess what they said? And they said they are going to restructure the security wing in the southeast due to the unrest over there. So they are going to shift new security wings to that area. While Boko Haram are killing in the northeast, northwest, north center. Wọ́n kó àwọn security men lọ síbẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n kó àwọn security men lọ sí east. The southerners were not there at the meeting. Meaning, ẹ máa gbọ́ nǹkan tí ó sọ. Only Mahatma Gandhi said something. Now,
Gandhi said, whatever you do for me without me is against me.
So definitely, what Babangida, Abdulsalami, Buhari, and the host of them did 2 days ago, without us, without the Southerners, is against the Southerners. So we must not allow it to happen. We must not accept it. It's not acceptable in any way. That is first thing. It is not acceptable, and we're not going to allow it to stand. When you call security men who lost east, it's not allowed. Because if you allow this to happen, mark my word, they are going to do the same thing in the southwest, which is not allowed. You must not sit down there, make law. The Fulanis came together. They said they are sending security men to the southeast. Even the vice president was not there, was not at the meeting. He was not allowed to be present at the meeting because they have their hidden agenda. They have failed. They have failed. Because that is first thing. Now let's listen to that voice again, to what he said again.
He said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. He said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. He said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. He said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. You do for me without me is against me. He said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. Gandhi said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. He said, whatever you do for me without me is against me. He said, whatever you do for me without me, you do for me without me is against you do for me without. He said, whatever you do for me without me is against me.
Whatever you do for me without me is against me. Definitely what they did 2 days ago for the Southerners without the presence, in the absence of Southerners, is against the Southerners. As long as our governors could make law, that law was made in the absence of the Fulani. Who are the Fulanis in the first place? The minority. Talking as if they are our God. Talking as if they are the one that give us food, that put food on our table. Telling us that making law that will favor our people when there is insecurity in the land, without the Fulani that are killing, maiming, raping, destroying farmland, is against the Fulani, and the law is not acceptable. Definitely what Buhari, Babangida, and the host of others did 2 days ago for us, without us, is definitely against us. They have a hidden agenda. So it must not be allowed to happen. That is first thing. Let's continue.
Ask all those, whatever, 13, 15 governors that met in that hotel. Was there any of the Fulani leaders consulted?
No. You know how many are they? The Fulani leaders. You know how many were then? I mean, you know their numbers. How many Yoruba man? How many Middle Belt man? How many Igbo man was at the meeting? Not even the vice president. You didn't invite us? Nobody was invited. Meanwhile, we're not expecting your invitation anyway, because we're no longer part of the system. But you will not be allowed. We will not in our lifetime, we open our eyes and allow this to happen. Why don't you go to the Niger state where Boko Haram, where Boko Haram has successfully raised their flag? Why don't you go there? Send your military men there to combat them, to face them. You allow them to take over that land now. Since 2 weeks ago, nothing has been done so far. Last year, according to our research, our villages àti àwọn town kékèké tí àwọn Boko Haram tí wọ́n ti lé àwọn ètò ti invade over 100 in 3 different states in the north. Those people are in IDP camp till today. The Fulani have occupied those villages. And according to our research, when people went to that villages, most of those people do not speak in Nigeria. They don't speak English. Most of them either speak Fufude or French. Do we speak French in Nigeria? No. Now, you do not cater for those people, those displaced men and women, children. Tí wọ́n ti experience nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ at their tender age. But you are giving billions of naira to Boko Haram, who invade people's villages, take people's lives, destroying their farmlands, raping their women, killing their men. You give them billions of naira. You give them weapons. You protect them. But the people that are fighting for their freedom, you are using this, say that are paying tax. You are using the taxpaying money, the taxpayers' money to buy ammunition. Láti kó fún àwọn Fúlàní ẹgbẹ́ yín. Wàá wá kó àwọn Fúlàní ẹ̀ wá. You now send the same Fulani terrorists to go and kill them. All in the name of you want peace to reign. Because of insecurity. Who told you there is insecurity in the land? Those policemen, who are the killers? Are they not the herdsmen? So what the hell are you telling me?
Any of the Fulani leaders consulted?
Was any of the Yoruba leaders consulted when you had your meeting that same day 2 days ago?
For people that they have not consulted. This is a problem with government.
Who are these Fulani? Are they the owner of the land? The rightful owner of the land said they have made law. And you are saying, they are saying jargons, they are saying nothing, they are saying nonsense. Who does that? Can that happen in Ghana? Can this happen in the Republic of Benin? Can it happen in Togo? Can it happen in South Africa? Can it happen anywhere in the world? Can it happen in Chad? Is it because our leaders are just useless? They are useless. They don't listen to what we tell them, what we say. Otherwise, you won't be sitting down there and be talking nonsense or you won't just sit down there and be saying nonsense. So our people must consult you before we make law that will suit us, that will allow peace to reign in our land. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I blame our governors. I blame our leaders who are yet to take action. I blame our leaders who are still pleading and clamoring for one Nigeria. I blame our leaders who don't know the difference between their right and their left hand. Otherwise, you will just sit down there and open your rotten mouth and be talking as if you don't even know what you're saying at all. We are the rightful owner of the land, and we know what seems good to us. We know what we want. No one in Yoruba land or in Igbo land or in the Middle Belt can go to the northern part of the country and be doing this nonsense that you guys are doing in our land. No one, not single soul can try it. North few decades ago. What was his offense? He did not commit any offense. Because from Eric Quran to the paper lasso, and to the better, he used the paper to clean the private parts. And you ended up beheaded man. Ori ma yen won ori di ola. E wa fi gugu e wa fi gbejo kakakiri. Can someone do that in this house? We are not doing that. We arrest your people, and 100% of the people tí a arrest are your people. We hand them over to the police, and at the end of the day, policeman free when you pay come out scot free. Look at the people that were arrested in Akwa Ibom with 18 AK-47. A call came from the above, from the commissioner of police, and they were set free with their AK-47. What are they doing with the AK-47? Has a law not been made in Nigeria that no one must be allowed to carry AK-47? Has a law not been a bill been passed by the presidency recently that the military men should shoot aside anybody tí wọ́n bá rí tó bá gbé AK-47? Has anybody been killed? Have your people not been killing our people ever since then? They kill every day. They kill every day. Àmúyẹ èèyàn náà tún ti pa lẹ́ni, and they are still going to kill more tomorrow. And you're not talking about this. You're talking about the law to make. Can anybody go to the north and destroy your farmland over there? Your people are destroying our farmland. At this particular period of time, this jet age, Kenya Shima dying from the north to the south to the east to the west. This is barbaric. This is primitive. It's unacceptable.
Disconnected, out of touch with realities of people. You must sit down and talk with people you are making laws for.
Because of what? You must sit down and talk with the people you want to make the law for. Well, who are they? Who are they? Taban sọ fún ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa àtàwọn olórí wa wípé these people are still maintaining their standard. They are the rightful owner of Nigeria. Our leaders think we are joking. You can imagine kírú ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí máa jáde lẹ́nu ẹyẹ. Ẹ̀yà ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ púpọ̀ wọ́n ní our major problem are the Yoruba sell out. Only the northerners believe everything in the southern part belongs to them. Only they are amazing wealth for themselves. Yoruba leaders, shame on all of you. Only look at how the structures have been decayed. Hey. Abatua at Agege is headed by a Fulani man. They release Fulani if they commit murder. Ẹ wo àwọn tí wọ́n lọ mú kíní ní Ìbàràpá. Wàkílù wọ́n sì wà ní cell up till now. Wọ́n ti release wọn. What was their offence? They arrested a bandit. Ó that was the crime they committed. Recently wọ́n sì jí àwọn èèyàn gbé ní Ìbàràpá. Recently wọ́n sì pa àwọn èèyàn Ìbàràpá o. And they don't say anything about it. They're not doing anything about it.
None of those governors have sat down with Fulani leaders in wherever they are and tell them what we are planning to do, or what we're going to do, or what alternatives are there. And then they're sitting down there and making laws.
All right.
Be careful.
I mean, they are sitting down there and making law. I'll still come back to that video because only biti mo lọ mi ò tí dé biti mo lọ gogogo only biti mo lọ. Now, El-Rufai agbọ́n kan tó sọ náà agbọ́n kan tó sọ, so I am not surprised wípé àwọn ń pa àwọn èèyàn ní state ẹ̀. I am not surprised. So, but he should just sit down in Kaduna and continue to kill his people. Tó bá pa àwọn èèyàn tán, a máa wẹni tó máa jọba lé lórí. That's not our problem in the north, in the south rather, in the west. Our problem is we need to clean our land from all these terrorists. Now, let's go back to this video. I want to analyze a video in another way around.
Is that Gandhi said, whatever you do for me without me is against me.
Whatever you do for me without me is against me. 1999 Constitution was done for us without us. Abi, 1999 Constitution was written for us, on behalf of us, without us. So definitely 1999 Constitution is against us. And we must pull it down, not only Constitution, we must pull it down and pull the country down at the same time. Without pulling down the country, without pulling down the Constitution, if we still maintain the one nation, as some stupid people say, or are shouting, we are going to remain forever and evermore. Because these people do not have intelligence to rule a nation, they don't have the IQ to successfully bring down a structure that will favor everybody, that will push the country forward that will move the country forward. Kò sí wọn ò ní ọgbẹ́ wọn ò ní ọpọlọ ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tó wá dùn mí ni wípé àwa tí Ọlọ́run wá fún wa ní ọgbọ́n yìí àwa ń lo ọgbọ́n náà láti jẹ láti ṣera wa. À ń lo ọgbọ́n yìí láti ṣe ara wa. À ń lo ọgbọ́n yìí láti bà ara wa jẹ́. À ń lo ọgbọ́n yìí láti ṣe ara wa ní sùtá. À ń lo ọgbọ́n yìí láti fa ara wa sẹ́yìn nítorí kíni nítorí kúkúṣì owó tá a máa ná tó máa tán. Ààrẹ ni tó wà nínú ìjọba lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná tó yẹ pé ó jẹ oúnjẹ ó jẹ ọmú pẹ̀lú Babangida pẹ̀lú Abacha ni ó wà ní Liberia lẹ́ni níbi tó ti ń sunú kiosk. Ìtìjú ò lè jẹ́ kó padà wálé mọ́. Ìtìjú yóò lè jẹ́ kó padà wálé mọ́. Ẹ wò ó, let me show us something. Ara nǹkan tí ẹja palẹ̀mù yẹn mú kúrò ńbẹ̀ torí àní pẹ́ lórí ètò mo ti sọ fún yín. 1999 constitution was done for us without us. So 1999 constitution is illegal. 1999 constitution is uncalled for. 1999 constitution cannot sustain the country. Who is even coming to sustain the country? Nobody can sustain the country anymore because àìsàn ti bá orílẹ̀-èdè yẹn jà. Ẹ jẹ́ wá padà wá sílé bámbám. Mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá wa o. Mo kí bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì. Mo kí kí lórúkọ bàbá Adébánjọ. Mo kí gbogbo yín o. Ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ o. Ẹ kú ìfẹ́ ìlú. Àdúrà mi s'Ẹlẹ́dùà ni wípé ìfẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ ní sílẹ̀ Odùduwà yìí Ọlọ́run á san fún yín ní ìlọ́po. Ẹ máa jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ tó kú. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn á tún jẹ́ kán tó kú. Àrọ́mọdọ́mọ wa wá jẹ́ títí dé ìran kẹwàá. Kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ ìfẹ́ rere lẹ ní fún wa. Á ṣe mọ́ yín lára. Nítorí pé takẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní iṣẹ́ láwùjọ òwú. Èyí tí mo bá wí lónìí kàṣà iṣẹ́ o. A ṣe mọ́ yín lára láàárọ̀. A ṣe mọ́ yín lára ní ìyálẹ̀ta. A ṣe mọ́ yín lára lọ́sàn-án. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà la ṣe mọ́ yín lára tó bá di àṣálẹ́ o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kóṣẹ báyìí ní tìlá kọ̀ṣẹ́. Torí pé àwíṣẹ́ ń ti fá àfọ̀ṣẹ́ ń t'Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Èyí tí mo ti wí lénìí arọ̀ ti rọ̀ mọ́. Tó kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ìfẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ ní sílẹ̀ Odùduwà Ọlọ́run á san fún yín ní ìlọ́po. Tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ẹ̀ ní lè jẹ́ tán ìran yín mẹ́wàá kò ní lè jẹ́ tán o. Mo kàn rí fọ́nrán tó wà lójú ètò yìí mo rí ohun tó wà lójú agbágbé yìí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa kí ni ká pè é àkọjáde àbí àtẹ̀jáde tó wà lójú agbágbé èmi ò tí ì mọ nǹkan tó wà nínú ẹ̀ o ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí mo rí lójú ewé yìí ni wípé bàbá ní àwọn ti wà ní 93 o bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì 95 ó ní ṣé ẹ fẹ́ káwọn àgbàlagbà kan máa jà fún yín ni ẹ̀yin ọ̀dọ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá bàbá kúkú rí sọ Yorùbá leaders berate youth wọ́n kúkú rí sọ lọ́nà kan ṣùgbọ́n lọ́nà kejì wọ́n ní ìsọkúsọ ọ̀rọ̀ ó dáa èmi ò bú àwọn àgbà tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ ni mo fi sọ o ẹ jẹ́ ká kà á síwájú torí àti ìmọ̀ nǹkan tó wà ń bẹ̀ torí náà mo ṣe kọ́kọ́ gbàdúrà o wípé Ọlọ́run á san wọ́n lẹ́san rẹ̀ o ẹ̀san tí wọ́n ṣe fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá bóyá wọ́n ṣe eré ni àbí wọ́n ṣe eré Ọlọ́run á kúkú san gbogbo wọn pátá láìkó ẹnì kankan láṣẹ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba ẹ̀yẹ́ tàn tó sàn wọ́n ní ẹkú ètò olóòtú àgbà Marcus ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ kò yé wọn yóò yé wọn lọ́la mo ní kò yé wọn yóò yé wọn lọ́la ni o kò yé wọn yóò yé wọn lọ́la A pan-Yoruba socio-political organization, Afenifere, has spoken out against the lack of action from Nigerian youths and said that if President Muhammadu Buhari has self-respect, he should have stepped aside or resigned. Fine. The acting national leader of the group, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, made the statement on Tuesday, May 11th, during Pa Reuben Fashoranti's 95th birthday ceremony and the dedication of a church in his honor at Ijuita Ubolu, Akure North local government area of Ondo State. Ẹ ká gbọ́ nǹkan tí bàbá sọ. Now, the Afenifere leader said that the President Muhammadu Buhari ought to have resigned over the failure of his administration to address insecurity and the economic challenges facing the country. According to him, his president has failed Nigerians and there is no better time for him to leave but now. He further said that in a better civilized nation, Buhari should have gone long ago. If the president has self-respect, he should have gone because everything has fallen apart. Ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ̀, kò tí ì fall apart, ó kù díẹ̀. Now, Pa Adebanjo stated that law and order have broken down in the country for the past 3 years. He blamed Nigerians over tolerance of despots for why Buhari is still alive. Baba, if you are blaming the Nigerians, you should be the first person to be blamed. Because we are calling for Nigeria to be disintegrated and you are calling for one Nigeria. So who is supposed to blame himself? Who? Is it you? Is it we or you? Are we the one to blame or you are the one to blame, sir? Nígbà tá à ń pariwo Nàìjíríà ti fọ́, Nàìjíríà ò yé wa mọ́, àwa ò fẹ́ Nàìjíríà mọ́. You are there praying for one Nigeria. Now, the Afenifere chieftain also berated the youths, saying the younger generation has failed the country. Why? According to him, the Nigeria was not as bad as this when his generation were demonstrating self-governance. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sà, àwọn wo ló bà Nàìjíríà jẹ́ o? Ẹ gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá sọ. Wọ́n ní Nigeria was not as bad as this when his generation were demonstrating self-governance. Àwọn wo ni wọ́n fún youth láyè láti débẹ̀ sà? Káti bí pẹlẹbẹ mú ẹlẹ́jẹ̀. To become a governor, to campaign, to contest for a governorship, to contest as a governorship aspirant or candidate. Pé o kàn fẹ́ contest lásán under your party. Wọ́n á san 20 million naira non-refundable. How many youths today in Nigeria can afford 200,000 naira in his bank account? How many Nigerians can afford or can be boast of having 50,000 naira in his account as we are talking? If not for those people that are eating under the government. Their percentage is very micro compared to the magnitude of the people that do not even have bank account at all. Talk of having 10,000 naira in their bank accounts. And those miagra, the magnitude belongs to the politicians and their supporters, their key supporters. not ordinary supporter like political thuggery. So what are you telling me? When you say the youth are not doing enough, has the system allowed the youth to showcase their talents? The graduates that are seeking for employment, wọ́n máa kọ application letter. Nígbà tó bá máa dá wọn lóhùn, àbí tó bá máa ṣe announcement iṣẹ́, wọ́n á ní with 5 years experience. Where do you get that 5 years experience when you are just a fresh, a new graduate? And iṣẹ́ tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ fún, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún 5 years experience. Where will you get that experience? Is amount at living without birth. You must be born before you can be called a living soul. That is what they don't have abroad. Baba, you have traveled out now. You have traveled far and wide. You know what is happening. You know what is at stake. You know what is happening in the country. You know what is happening in the Western world. In a situation like this, in a system like this, can anything work? Anything, can it work? Then talk of the youth. Ṣé youth fẹ́ lọ break a bank ni àbọ̀fẹ́ fagídí gba iṣẹ́ fúnra wọn when their presence is not needed. Meanwhile, máa rí àwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n tiẹ̀ jáde rárá. Tó máa sọ pé wọ́n bí àwọn 1997 tó dẹ̀ ti di director as far back as 1992. Ibẹ̀lẹ̀ máa ti rí Fúlàní tí ò ní certificate tó jẹ́ president yìí at 70 something. So what the hell are you telling us, Baba? Now, ṣé àwọn youth ló fẹ́ sọ pé dandan àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ débẹ̀ ni? When the top officials, the strong wings, tí wọ́n jẹ gàba lé wọn lórí the oppressors, tí wọ́n ń tẹ̀rí àwọn oppressed ones bá, are they the ones tó máa sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ inflict ara wọn lé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì lórí láti ṣe self governance bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ? Self governance. Mi mọ̀ bóyá torí ó dé ìjìṣà olóyọ àwọn tá a pè lórí yìí lẹ́nu. Àbí bóyá wọ́n kò wò pé bí ọmọ àwọn ṣe lọ opportunity kó parí iléèwé gbàs kó tó parí wọ́n ti ń fiṣẹ́ lọ iṣẹ́ ti ń dúró de iṣẹ́ standby owó tó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ò ló ń kà. Bóyá yẹn ló fi wọ́n ní ká tó gègé nígbó ká fọ̀rọ̀ rẹ ni. Bóyá yẹn ló fi measure pé yes, our youth are lazy, they're not doing enough, they contribute a lot, huge, immensely to our failure in the country. Ṣáwọn youth ló ń jí owó kó pamọ́? Àwọn youth ní Fúlàní tó kó 150 something billion naira ọmọ 36 years tó yẹ pé kò sí nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe lé lórí until today. Ó lọ free of charge. Ṣáwọn youth ní? Maybe Baba should tell us the more. Bóyá yẹn ní òde yé wa, I don't know. Bóyá tí wọ́n bá ti ń dàgbà tó ní nǹkan tó máa ń rí táwa ò kì í rí àwa ọ̀dọ́. Bóyá tí wọ́n bá ti ń dàgbà, bóyá àwọn àrùn kan díẹ̀díẹ̀ máa wọlé tọ̀ wọ́n wá. Maybe this is what is worrying and disturbing this kind of Baba. Kó máa sọ pé our youth are contribute sí failure Nigeria. Many youths that are roaming about the streets without job, riding Okada, and àwọn agbèrò ló dẹ̀ tún máa disturb wọn lọ́nà tó máa gba Okada. Ẹ bá rí ẹ lè réyàn kan lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yẹn kó gun Okada. Ẹ má jẹ́ àtọ́ra wa kó gun Okada tuntun fún 1 month kẹ́ ẹ má rí dent lára Okada. Mirror àti kọ́, tank àti wọ́, gbogbo ẹ̀ àti ṣẹlẹ̀ láì ní accident. Àwọn agbèrò tó bá bèrè owó tí ò tètè fún wọn lóhùn wọn á fọ́ mirror. The same thing applicable to the buses in the city. Mọ́tò mélòó ló jẹ́ pé tó bá jẹ́ abroad tó wọ̀t láti dúró sójú títì kó máa rìn. I will say 5% of Nigerian vehicles, 95% tó kù wọn wọ̀t láti wà lójú pópó. Yet our people are managing it, struggling day in day out. Ẹlòmíì máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ round the clock ni. Yet we are not being encouraged. There is no job outside, and if there is any job opportunity outside there, àwọn ọmọ yín náà lè máa kó síbẹ̀. You not allow the masses, the children of ordinary people, to have access to it, and you are pointing accusing finger on them now. Bàbá ẹ má jẹ́ k'Ọlọ́run bínú sí yín o. Wàláhì ẹ má jẹ́ k'Ọlọ́run bínú sí yín. He also complained that the youths want old men like him, who is 93 years old, and Baba Fashoranti at 95, to fight their cause for them, asking where those in their 40s and 30s are. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ bàbá, we are fighting now. We are talking now. We are moving now. We are taking action now. Yet, guess what? Ẹ̀yin bàbá yìí náà lè ń pull wa down. You especially, you in particular, are pulling us down. We are calling for Nigeria to be disintegrated so that we can live a normal life. We can live a peaceful life. But ẹ̀yin lè ń sọ wípé no, that you don't believe in disintegration of Nigeria. So you are one of the causes of this problem that one face, because you were once there and you are still there. You are still there. So I see no reason why you should be against us, why you should stand against us. When we are fighting for you, we are fighting for your children, we are fighting for your generation unborn. When you are PDP in the morning, APC in the afternoon, and SDP in the evening, and they say they are young. Àwọn mélòó? Is it Ngige? Or kí lorúkọ ẹ̀? Oshiomhole? Ṣáwọn ẹni youth mélòó ló wà ní party gan-an? Youth mélòó ló wà ní political party Nigeria? Maybe you should just analyze it fún bóyá àwọn ọmọ yín ṣá o, mi ì lè sọ. Tẹ́ bá rí majority of our youth tó wà ní political party, political thuggery ni wọ́n, tó máa ń pè wọ́n ní youth in politics. They are all political thuggery. So àwọn youth mélòó ló ń ṣe àgbèrè political party? Maybe you should come out and tell us. Ká tó sọ pé ní dementia. Now, he said that the youth must be ashamed of themselves. The elders, the leaders must be ashamed first. The likes of you, Baba, the likes of Tinubu, the likes of others. With all due respect. Ó yẹ kí inú yín máa dùn ní pé àwọn youth wa ti dìde wọ́n fẹ́ gbà wá sílẹ̀. Instead of tẹ́yìn máa fi point accusing finger sáwọn ẹni ẹlẹ́ni tí wọ́n jà torí ọjọ́ ọ̀la yín. Èyí tí Fúlàní bá pa gbogbo Yorùbá lẹ́nu wọ́n máa dá yín sí ni. They are going to kill you. They are going to wipe you off the surface of the earth. So what are we talking about? He said that the youths must be ashamed of themselves and criticized them for their division across party lines. He also said that when we were at their age, they were on the streets in Lagos, London, everywhere, and even when they were in the university. He, however, expressed optimism that there is light at the end of the tunnel, saying that as a Christian, he still has hope. Hope, hope is dead in Nigeria. Níbo la ti fẹ́ rí hope? Long dead. Tó ti bury, egun ẹ̀gàn ti jẹrà nínú hò. So Nigeria is a dead country. Stop deceiving yourselves. Stop calling yourself a Nigerian. You need to stop calling yourself a Nigerian today. So, that is it. We need to rise up now, today, and tell them we don't need Nigeria anymore. Nigeria ti lọ tipẹ́tipẹ́. Don't be deceived. As far as I'm concerned, no one can deceive me. And I will not allow myself to be used. I will not allow myself to be used. No matter how. No matter how. Because I know where I'm going. And I'm sure you and I, we all know where we're going. Where are we going? We are going to the promised land. We are going higher and higher every day. Only no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And any tongue that rises against us in the judgment shall be destroyed. Only in the name of Jesus, every knee must bow. All our enemies must bow before us, whether they like it or not. Remember, Pharaoh was so powerful, immensely powerful, very strong, with the strongest soldier army in the world. Then, the Israelites were so they were paralyzed, they were powerless, they had nothing, not even a single weapon. But look at how it happened. Look at how it turned out to be. Look at what happened to King Pharaoh. Nínú òkun pupa, ó padà kú sínú òkun ni. The Fulani people and our leaders in Yoruba land that do not believe in what we're doing and what we're saying, they are like the King Pharaohs of our time. Very shortly, I can tell you today, I can tell you authoritatively today, that look back, the Red Sea is ahead of us. King Pharaoh is behind us. But I can tell you today, tonight, this morning, this afternoon, whenever you might be listening to us or watching us, I can authoritatively and affirmatively tell you today that the host of Pharaoh you are seeing today, you shall see them no more. You and I shall see them no more. No matter how powerful they are, we are going to overcome them. We are going to overcome them. How? When? When, I don't know. But one thing I know is very soon. And how? How in the sense that we have God and we have our lale and we believe in ourselves. And we have respect for one another. We have love for one another. In Yoruba land, we are united. We are going to overcome them. How? Because they are the Goliath of our days. And we are the David of our days. And we are going to kill them with no weapon, with no power, and with just a catapult. We are going to kill and destroy them. We are going to free our people, no matter how hard they try. Because we have suffered enough in the country. We cannot afford. We cannot continue with this sufferness anymore. It's high time we left. It's high time we disintegrated the country. It's high time we said no to Fulani Nigeria. And this is the time to say it. This is the time to act. This is the time. And here you me, láti ṣe kíni, láti jà fún ilẹ̀ wa. Àsìkò òmìnira ti tó. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí ẹnikẹ́ni kó ṣe kíni, kó fi búrẹ́dì kó fi kó wa ní omi ọbẹ̀ jẹ. Abdul Razak Jinadu, one of these Baba should keep quiet now and hide his head in shame. Àwọn Baba òṣì. That is a fantastic analysis, sir. Abdul Razak Jinadu, thank you so much. Ayore, only thank you, brother. God bless you. The youth, the Yoruba youth, are very agile, very powerful, and very dedicated. They are very hardworking. If you want to prove me wrong, go to Republic of Benin. See our youth. See what they are doing. Republic of Benin, tí wọ́n ní nǹkankan. Kúrò ńbẹ̀, lọ sí Togo. You will see our youth hustling and struggling to make the ends meet. Despite the fact that those countries are nowhere to be found compared to Nigeria, they still try very hard to do something very tangible and meaningful back home. They will send money to their parents, take care of their family back home. Ẹ wá kúrò ńbẹ̀ wá lọ Ghana. Go move around the Ghana. Any village ẹ bá dé tẹ́ ẹ bá rí Nàìjíríà ńbẹ̀ ẹ sá kúrò ńbẹ̀ ẹ má dúró. Village yẹn ò dá kò dẹ̀ lè dá kò lè níláárí. Because wherever we are, we only make sure that we create that pace. We make the pace. We create it. We make the waves. We will break record and create record. That is who we are, the Yorubas. Ẹ wá kúrò ńbẹ̀ kẹ́ wá lọ sí Côte d'Ivoire. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti border dé Aboaso títí lọ dé Abidjan. Ẹ wá lọ síbẹ̀ kẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rìnrìn kiri Danani, Anani, San Pedro àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kẹ́ kúrò ńbẹ̀ kẹ́ lọ sí Yamoussoukro kẹ́ rìn káàkiri ilẹ̀ Côte d'Ivoire. You see the Yorubas there. You see how our people, you see how they're scattered across. Go to Mali, go to Burkina Faso, go to Mauritania, go to... in fact, when there was war in Sierra Leone, àwọn òyìnbó sì ń gbórí wọ Sierra Leone just to make the ends meet. They are graduates, there is no job opportunity for them. They sick, there is no health facility for them. Many die premature death. Yet they endure. Come back home. See thousands of our youths riding Okada, graduates riding Okada. Some keke marua. Some have become beggars on the road. Some are living on their wives. And their wives have become prostitutes. Not unintentional, not unknowingly, not unknown to their husband. Permit me to use that language. Àwọn ọkọ wọn mọ̀ wípé this is the job they are doing. Prostitute náà bí. Ìyàwó ilé mi. Now, go to Abúlé Ẹ̀gbá. Ilé epo kan tó wà lábúlé Ẹ̀gbá, I don't know. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ìgbà tó sọ pé wọ́n ti ṣe flyover ńsìn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ti gbé kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀, I don't know. Tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ yà sọ́nà Abatel by the right. Àwọn ìyá kan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ every Saturday ni wọ́n bá wọn pàdé ńbẹ̀. Some people say wọ́n máa wà bẹ́ẹ̀ every day. They will dress up properly. You won't even know that they are beggars. But by the time tó bá approach ilẹ̀ máa tó mọ̀ pé beggar ni wọ́n. Yorubas were known to be hardworking people, highly resourceful, industrious, educated, intelligent, wise set of people. Wọ́n mọ̀ wá gẹ́gẹ́ bí beggar in those days. But the situation of the country has turned virtually everybody to beggar. And you are saying that we are lazy. We are not ready to do anything. Baba Fashawanti, I'm sorry, kí lorúkọ kí lorúkọ bàbá yìí? Bàbá tó kú máa kú yìí. Kí lorúkọ bàbá yìí? What's his name? Máa ń gbàgbé orúkọ ìjàre kọ́gẹ́rẹ́ àti orúkọ wo ló ń jẹ́ Adébánjọ. Àmọ́ nǹkan tẹ́ fi ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ṣe. We know where you started from. Nǹkan tí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ gbé kalẹ̀ kọ́ leléyìí. You have deviated, you have diverted your attention to another thing, which is money and position, so that your children could be there to represent you. Bẹ́ẹ̀ má gbàgbé o, ilé tá a bá fi tọ́kọ́, ìrì ló máa padà wó dànù. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ṣe yìí, ẹ máa jẹ́, ẹ tún jẹ, torí ẹ̀ mo ṣe gbàdúrà lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé bàbá, ìfẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ ní sílẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí o, tẹ́ ẹ ní sí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà pátápátá, Ọlọ́run á nírú ìfẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sí yín o, times 100% ni. Torí tí a bá wà ní school tí a bá sọ pé àfẹ́sẹ̀ kálukú á máa lépa, I want to score 100%, I want to score 100%. Bó tẹ̀ yẹ pé gbogbo wa náà kọ́ la máa gba 100, gbogbo wa majority of us will not score 100. Ẹlòmíì kò ní gba 90. But èmi kàn wò pé kọ́lọ́run tètè yá sọ fún yín káwọn ọmọ yóò lè rí jẹ́nu ẹ̀ dáadáa. Kọ́lọ́run wá sọ ìfẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ ní sí wa, kọ́lọ́run wá sọ fún yín in 100 folds. Kẹ́ ẹ wá wò bó ṣe rí lára àwọn ènìyàn. Ǹjẹ́ ó máa jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ yín ni wọ́n ń pa nípa ẹ̀sìn? ṣerú olóògbé bọ́rọ̀ la fẹ́ sọ pé kò gbìyànjú tó. He travelled out for decades, well read and all that. He came back home to invest. Ó délé tán gbogbo owó tó invest wọ́n parun, wọ́n túnbọ̀ wọ́n so mọ́gi, wọ́n dè mọ́gi, wọ́n ṣapa. And we know who killed him. Yet kò sí nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe sí. Why don't you point the accusing finger to the Fulani people that kill and maim and rape and destroy? Baba wa Ayeni Adebowale, thank you so much. On a good evening with my brother Marcus Ijile. Ẹ kú ètò, ẹ kálẹ́, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun. A kú ọdún òní, ẹ̀mí á ṣe ọ̀pọ̀, ẹ̀mí á ṣe púpọ̀. Ọlọ́run á máa wà pẹ̀lú yín. Mo kí gbogbo ilé lápapọ̀. Náà o, Oòduà gbè wá o, kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Àṣẹ wà. Ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀, ẹ̀yin ẹni wa. It's 29 at the other side of 10 p.m. Very shortly we'll be rounding up this program. I'll be saying, we're calling it a day. Saying tomorrow is another day by the special grace of God. But please, ẹ̀yin ẹ̀yin wa, níbi tí a bá ti rí àwọn bàbá yìí bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀, we should tell him to go and sit down somewhere, that we don't need him as part of us. We don't need him as part of us. Not only him, gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe kíni, gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ni olórí yín nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ẹ sọ fún mi pé they are the leaders in their different homes, not on we Yoruba people. Not on we Yoruba people. So, do I still have yeah, I think I have a video here to round up this program tonight. I have a video here. Let's watch this video.
There are laws and there are laws. There's a law of common sense. This time.
But don't forget, Baba, there is a law of common sense. But remember that not all sense are common. I mean, common sense is not common. No. There are some things, so many things, There's so many things that people issue. Lord of Water, you are going to watch this video. Gbàgbé pé àwọn Fúlàní Nigeria wọ́n wọ ọjà Bódìjà lóru ọ̀gànjọ́ láàjì. Ẹ̀wọ́bìnrin tó ń fọ́ ṣọ́ọ̀bù àwọn ìyá àtàwọn bàbá wa wọ́n sọ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ dédú arìnlẹ̀. Ẹ má bínú, ẹ jẹ́ mú mi kí n yé fẹ́ fún gbòò. Àwa máa bọ́dì yìí jà kanlẹ̀kanlẹ̀, a máa ṣẹ́gun oṣó, àṣẹ́gun àṣejẹ́, a máa rẹ́yìn òdì. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni láṣẹ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run Ọba, ẹ máa bá wa share rẹ̀. Wọ́n ní please, ayọ̀rẹ̀ wọ́n ní please like, share and share. Ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Tower artist, wọ́n ní good evening my brother, good evening my sister, God bless you. Yeah, no Yoruba man tí wọ́n bíire, tí wọ́n bí ìyálàyàkú fọ́fadà eré tó máa gbéra from the southern part of the country and go to the north kó lọ máa fọ́ ọjà. Can this be done in Kano? Can it be done in Sokoto? Can it be done in Maiduguri? Can it be done in Kano? Can it be done in Zaria? Can it be done in Katsina? Can it be done in Kaduna? No, it can never ever be done anywhere. Can it be done even in Abuja itself? It can never be done. But they do whatever they like in our land. Our children, our people, our youths, our elderly ones want to fight. The serious ones among them want to fight. But ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tẹ̀ ń bú àwa youth yìí, èyí náà lè jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe. Ẹ̀yin lè jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe.
There are laws and there are laws. There's a law of common sense. This time, things are bad. When it happened the other time, you were around when I was in charge of operations for 8 years. We avoided market rate. You remember? Because we lost a lot of officers. We avoided, and we made this law 204 as amended. Here, in this law, which you are reading, which I've just assisted you to circulate now, they said they place a building, warehouses, and so on. But we knowingly avoided marketplaces because we had entered into problem before. And we don't have enough officers to sacrifice to these people. Now, the question is, how do you differentiate between Nigerian-made rice and parboiled-made rice? Inside the same bag, how do you determine? And you should know that these people, they are more clever than you. They will go and buy rice from Katsina and Kebbi, and go and buy a bag of these empty bags from Akpongbo or where, and say made in China. Am I lying, Madam Rice? Am I lying? Made in Thailand for them to sell to we. Since you don't have the technology to determine this is from Parboil, this is from Kebbi, automatically you will have seen up. You still remember warehouse code? Warehouse code is still working here. You will have seen it up. Step 1. You will have.
Ṣẹ́rí òyìnbó tí bàbá yìí sọ, òyìnbó yóò kò ṣe kíni, kò fẹsẹ̀ múlẹ̀. Àwọn tẹ́yìn sọ̀rọ̀ fún sọ́mọ law, sọ́mọ warehouse code. They don't know. Ṣáwọn tí wọ́n lọ, ọkàn àwọn repentant terrorists. Tọ́kàn máa ní iṣẹ́ wo ló wù ẹ́ ṣe á ní custom ló wù ú. Wọ́n á ní okay, wọ́n káṣẹ sí wọn lọ́rùn immediately. Ṣe fẹ́ fi wé àwa Yorùbá tẹ́ pé a máa kàwé ká tó débẹ̀. Àwa la lè mọ law. Àwọn ará bí yóò mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ law. And they're not ready to know the law. They're not ready to know the law. Because you're just disturbing yourself. You're just, stressing yourself, quoting law for them. Because bá jẹ́ ẹni tó mọ law, kò kàn lè dìde lóru, kó wá ní shop ló ń fẹ́ lọ máa fọ́ in the name of wípé wọ́n kó ọjà kíní wọlé tí ò kí ń ṣe àwọn ló ń ṣe fàyàwọ́ ṣe bó ń rajà ni kí lẹ̀yin ń wò gẹ́gẹ́ bí custom officer, kí lẹ̀ ń wò lọ́nà tẹ́ fi fàyè lẹ̀ kí wọ́n kó ráìsì wọlé. Ẹ má gbàgbé wípé gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá Ọbásanjọ́ ṣe kọ sínú ìwé òfin nígbà tó wà lórí oyè 40 kilometers away from the border ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ máa mọ̀ntẹ́ ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ secure ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn mọ́tò àwọlé wọn á dé car park ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ sí car park ẹ lọ máa gbé mọ́tò onímọ́tò ń bẹ̀. Ráìsì á wọlé wọn á ti kó kúrò ń bẹ̀ thousands of miles away from the border. Meanwhile 40 kilometers ni wọ́n fún ní àṣẹ radius láti máa take care. Ẹ wá lajú yín sílẹ̀, ọ̀dọ̀ yín kọ́ ni ráìsì gbà kọjá, àbí kò ń ṣọ̀dọ̀ yá àbí tí ò bá ń ṣọ̀dọ̀ yín once tó ti wọlé ó ti wọlé then you allow them to sell their goods.
Sent for their lawyers and all of them to report to you at their headquarters. They will come. Then you will have gone there with them to open the warehouse or the market. The market in Thailand for them to sell to we. Since you don't have the technology to determine this is from Paboel, this is from Kebi, automatically you will have sealed up. You still remember warehouse code? Warehouse code is still working here. You will have sealed it up. Step one. You will have sent for their lawyers and all of them to report.
Ìgbà tí Nigeria ṣì ń jẹ́ Nigeria, where men were still men and the women were still virgin. Nígbà tá a wà ní kékeré, ọlọ́pàá gan ò kí ń gbébọn, talk of custom. Mo rántí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan mi ì lè gbàgbé láéláé. Ṣẹ́rí abúlé ibi tí wọ́n ti tọ́ mi dàgbà tí mo ti lọ primary school 40 kilometers away from the closest town. No lights, yes, no water, no road, but health sector wà ńbẹ̀, education wà ńbẹ̀ free. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ kan tí mi ò lè rántí nígbà ayé Fedeco tí Fedeco ń reign. Mo rò pé driver kan ṣẹ̀ nígboro, àwọn ọlọ́pàá dẹ̀ lé driver yìí títí. Abúlé wa ó tóbi díẹ̀, at least a máa rí tó láì bí 50 or 60 houses nínú abúlé yẹn, ẹ̀rí pó tóbi. Ṣùgbọ́n òun ni the last bus stop tí mọ́tò òun kọjá ẹ̀. Àwọn abúlé tó wà lẹ́yìn wa a máa ń fẹsẹ̀ rìn lọ ni torí orí òkè ló wà, mọ́tò ò lè débẹ̀. Now wọ́n lé driver yìí tó fi dé abúlé wa. Ìgbà tó wá débẹ̀ tó rí pé ọ̀nà ti pín, wọ́n ṣáà ń tẹ̀lé lọ ibi tó bá máa dé lónìí sẹ̀, aṣáàmù kó máa dé òpin ọ̀nà. Wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé wọn kò kú síbọn lọ́wọ́ wọn. Ìgbà yẹn ayé kóńdó ni wọ́n ń gbé kiri. Wọ́n lé driver Fedeco yìí dé last bus stop. Nígbà tó dé last bus stop, ó bọ́lẹ̀, ó yọ kí lẹ́nu mọ́tò, ó tilẹ̀kùn, ó mérege. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ò ṣe méní wọn ṣe méjì nígbà tí wọ́n débẹ̀. Tó bá jẹ́ àwọn ọlọ́pàá wa lẹ́ni, wọ́n á kọ́kọ́ fọ́ gbogbo glass mọ́tò. Táwọn ọlọ́pàá tó exchange blow on the streets in the public. No. The only thing tí wọ́n ṣe ni pé the 4 tires motor was deflated. Wọ́n jọ táyà mọ́tò mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin. Wọ́n wá mú paper sticker wọ́n lẹ̀ mọ́ ara mọ́tò. Wọ́n wọ mọ́tò wọn padà. They went back to town. 3rd day ni ọ̀gbẹ́ni yìí padà wá lẹ́yìn tó ti lọ yanjú case ẹ̀ nígboro. 3rd day ló padà wá tó wá gbé mọ́tò. Tó bá jẹ́ lẹ́ni ni á fẹ́ lè kú sínú ọgbà àbí kó ta gbogbo ilé ẹ̀. Wọ́n á ti rope ẹ̀, wọ́n lè sọ pé olè, wọ́n lè sọ pé àwọn ká ìbọn mọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́. Bí tí Nàìjíríà bàjẹ́ dé lónìí nìyẹn. Bàbá Fáṣọ̀rántì tàbí bàbá Adébánjọ, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun, ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Ẹ máa ṣe nìṣó. Ibi tí ẹ bá a dé, àyáròyìn ìpè lọ́jọ́ kìíní àná bàbá kan wà tó ń jẹ́ Adébánjọ. À ń lọ báyìí, ó ń lọ báyìí. Tá a bá wíru, àwíru.
To you at their headquarters. They will come. Then you will have gone there with them to open the warehouse or the market. The market is forbidden because of bloodshed. I personally, I have told you, I even told your corner here, this is 2021 century customs. There's never been a custom all over the world carrying gun up and down again. This is modern custom. We want to modernize you. That is why we are voting a lot of billions of naira into custom.
No.
To modernize you.
They are voting billions of naira. Can you hear that? Voting billions of dollars, billions of naira to custom to modernize them. Now, just ẹ kàn wò, is there anything like modernization nínú life àwọn custom? They are still living in 18th century. They are still living the analog life. They are still living in the olden days, not in the modern day. Custom máa gbébọn kó máa yìnbọn fáwọn èèyàn. Well, I don't blame them, because ìlú tí ò bá sófin kò ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀, kò sófin ni, torí ẹ̀ náà ṣe ń ṣe gbogbo yàmàyàmà tí wọ́n ń ṣe yìí.
Then two, since I was your boss, did you ever see me raiding Kano Airport, Kano Port, Kano Market? Have you ever seen me like that? Even if you say you are going, I will tell you not to go. Because that is the life of the people. As soon as this thing escapes to them, there is another day. They are coming through the border again. Instead of having all this argument here and there, I will tell you to your colonel that he should not waste our officers. The soldiers that you people are using, we have already asked from the GOC. He said he did not know anything about it. You should be able to use your common sense to make our law effective. If you secure our borders seriously, rice will not come in. If you don't have enough officers, we have granted you officers to be recruited. Even if you say you need 10,000, we will give you. But stop raiding.
That will no longer be in our country, in Yoruba nation. That will never happen in our country, because we cannot afford the Fulani people to recruit bandit terrorists into our custom anymore.
If you secure our borders seriously, rice will not come in. If you don't have enough officers, we have granted you officers to be recruited. Even if you say you need 10,000, we will give you. But stop raiding markets and come out. You have all the powers, 40 kilometers to the border. Is it not still working? Executive order number 1. That was the one did by Baba Obasanjo, then repeated by Osibajo. 40 kilometers to the border. You do it. Bashir, my own boy, who is supposed to be the star of the service, he had that trouble through this overzealousness. And he was court-martialed, and his life was cut short in the service. Please, you should avoid all this. If there's any other thing, if I hear that.
Ohun tí a fẹ́ kí ẹ gbọ́ òun náà ni ẹ ti gbọ́ yìí. That is Nigeria for you. Now ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa palẹ̀ mọ́ ètò yìí díẹ̀díẹ̀ lónìí, ká lọ sí ojú agbágbé bóyá a máa rí àwọn ìròyìn díẹ̀díẹ̀ tá a bá ti rí Nigeria X breaking news. Nigeria X service ship is dead. Ó ń pẹ́ kó tó máa kú. Àkútúkú ẹ̀ lọ́nà ọ̀run. Àkútúkú ẹ̀ lọ́nà ọ̀run. Kò ní dá fúnkú ẹ̀ lọ́nà ọ̀run. Breaking news. Nigeria ex-chief of defence staff is dead. Ó bá já àwọn ni wọ́n bà ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà jẹ́ tó bá lẹ̀ Yorùbá jẹ́ kó máa lọ o. Mi ò lè picture ẹnìkan tó bá kú sí nínú àwọn olórí ẹ̀ Nàìjíríà. Honestly speaking, mi ò mọ̀ bóyá ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa bẹ́ẹ̀ sì lè máa pity àwọn o. But as far as I'm concerned, I am not ready to pity anybody. Ẹni tó bá kú for life, for fun, fún ẹ̀mí ara ẹ̀. Pàápàá jùlọ àwọn tó yẹ pé wọ́n rò tán Nàìjíríà wọn ò sọ, nílẹ̀ Yorùbá wọn ò sọ. So they should die and continue to die. They should keep dying. Dead. kò sí ìròyìn kan rẹpẹtẹ, kò sí ìròyìn kan dàbí alára lónìí. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a lọ sórí Twitter bí a máa rí àwọn ìròyìn kan lórí Twitter lálẹ́ yìí. Táwa bá ti rí then breaking news a máa lọ, torí mo fẹ́ kí tó bá ti di ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́tàlá péré ni mo fẹ́ lò. Tó bá ti di ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́tàlá a máa kangara wa kúrò ní orí agbàgbé lónìí. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, ẹ jẹ́ kí a wò, ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa lè pè wọlé, ẹ lè pè wọlé +905367341665 +905367341665 fún ni ẹ lójú agbàgbé tó ń lọ yẹn +905367341665. Nigerian government shows great concern about Israel-Palestine crisis despite internal insecurity. Orí wọn ti dàrú, orí wọn ti yí. Jẹ́ rọgbà yín, kẹràngbà yín. Àwọn èèyàn yín kún pa àwọn èèyàn yín lọ́tún lọ́sì. Were concerned about the killing in your country. You are concerned about the killing in another man's country. Bí táyé yín ti polúkúrú muṣu, táyé yín ti bàjẹ́, ayé yín ti ṣámálámálá. Ẹ̀yin ìjọba Nàìjíríà, lè gbérí mọ́ kẹ́ má tanra yín jẹ. Nigerian government shows great concern about Israel-Palestine crisis despite internal insecurity. The Nigerian government, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, has said that it is watching with great concern. Okay, ó dàbí a ní call. Ká gbé ìpè yìí. Hello. Ẹ káalẹ́ sà o.
Hello. Ẹ káalẹ́ brother mi.
Yes sir.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Iṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá nìyẹn sà.
Odùduwà á gbé wa o.
Àṣẹ wà.
Kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀.
Àṣẹ Ọlọ́run.
Mo máa enjoy program yìí dáadáa.
Ẹ ṣé gan sà.
Olúwatáyọ̀ lórúkọ mi láti ilẹ̀ France.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò sà.
Ẹ ṣé gan.
Ẹ sà.
Ṣé rí àná ẹ̀jọ́ mo fẹ́ pè yín ṣàkíyèsí kan ni. Àná mo wo program kan bíi Zoom meeting or something.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ sà.
Ó wà very sad because ó banú mi jẹ́ kìdẹ̀ ṣe mi nìkan because mo rí comment àwọn èèyàn ó jẹ́ ká ó wé àwọn èèyàn down gan. Ṣé rí nǹkan tí a gbé dání lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá, ṣé rí a fẹ́ ṣekúṣẹyẹ. Ṣé understand mi sir? Ṣé rí ẹni tó bá fẹ́ wà lọ́dọ̀ wa kó wà lọ́dọ̀ wa òṣèlélé kíní kan àfẹ́. Ṣé rí mo ń wo àwọn program yẹn àwọn question ṣé ta ni ò mọ̀ ìyà tí àwọn èèyàn wa ń jẹ lẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ta ni o mọ̀ pé èèyàn lọ school ó lọ school after 10 years kò ríṣẹ́ ó rìn káàkiri àwọn graduate ṣọ̀kadà. Ta ni o mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn travel wọ́n kú sínú Mediterranean Sea, àwọn èèyàn kú sí Libya. Gbogbo àwọn question tí bí a mọ̀ wọ́n dùn àbí kí ló ń pè é pẹ̀lú ọba tí.
Délé Momodu.
Ṣé àwọn question tó ń béèrè wọ́n is a silly question. She understand me because when we comment àwọn èpè ló ń gbé tẹ́ bá follow program yẹn comment àwọn èèyàn wọ́n gbé wọn ṣépè ní. Ṣé rí
mo wà nù mítẹ̀ mo pè mí ní media coordinator ìlànà mo wà nù
mítẹ̀ ìlànà. So ẹjọ́ àfẹ́ ṣekúṣẹyẹ tó bá máa ṣe APC àbí PDP ẹ máa ṣe ṣé rí ìkan tá a gbé dání ó ju gbogbo kéèyàn kó máa fẹ́ máa play kàjó. Ṣé understand mi bàbá kó má dì sọ bàbá Akíntóyè kó má dì sọ bàbá yẹn wọ́n ní láti máa pọ̀ fún bàbá yẹn. Ṣé tájú òun mọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ tájú òun káwọn èèyàn ń kú everyday èèyàn tó ti kú ní yíyà yìí àti wà mídíọ̀ this year náà ewé àwọn tó ti kú nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ewé àwọn tí láyé sọ̀rọ̀ nírọ̀lẹ́ sí àwọn tí Fúlàní ń pa ẹnu oko.
Hello sir.
Hello.
Yes. Pé ẹ̀ ń follow program mi tẹ́ báwo láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá máa ń ṣe àwọn ètò kan tó yẹ pé máa analyse gbogbo security analysis in Nigeria àwọn tó kú from so date to so date mo ń ṣe mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti January although mo skip àwọn nǹkan torí time so kò sí single day ó kéré jù ní Nàìjíríà kéèyàn 10 má kú.
Yes. Irú àwọn question wọ́n nìwẹ̀.
So ṣe rí òun jẹun tí ẹni ṣùgbọ́n I'm so happy for the life of Baba Akintoye because àwọn question tí wọ́n ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ bàbá lánàá òbí bàbá ṣe ń dáhùn with all intelligence with high level of intelligence so I really give kudos to that bàbá. ṣe rí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lánàá sà ìyẹn jẹ́ kí ó tún di mímọ̀ ó jẹ́ kó farahàn fún wa dáadáa àwọn tí wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú àtàwọn tí wọ́n sì.
kábàámọ̀ tó wà pẹ̀lú kábàámọ̀ tó sì pẹ̀lú wa.
kò lè ṣe kírú ẹ̀ má wáyé ó máa wáyé.
kò yẹ kó wáyé mọ́ ẹjọ́ kò yẹ kó wáyé mọ́ inú bí àwọn èèyàn tẹ́ bá rí wọ́n gbé àwọn bímọ ẹ̀ ṣe pè ní. ok ẹwù lórí mo fọ́nù program yẹn dáa ẹwù ìgbà tó fẹ́ náà dọ̀bẹ̀ ẹwù tó sọ wọ́n ní kó play orin Yorùbá kí ló ń bèèrè orin Yorùbá national anthem wa ṣé wọn ò mọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àwọn wọn ṣe rally gbogbo àwọn rally tó ń ṣe irú ètò tó máa ṣe ní ọ̀túnláǹsì lọ́sùn at least national anthem wa ni táwọn ìbá rí díẹ̀ wá ka national anthem wọ́n ní let's play that Yorùbá song.
ṣẹ́rí sà kí ni kan ni mo fẹ́ ká mọ̀ sà kò yẹ kí irú
kan bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn kí ni wọ́n yẹ sí ní gbogbo wọ̀nyẹn lọ́wọ́ yìí ò rẹ̀ jọ.
kò tí ẹ yẹ ká tẹ̀ ríro because èèyàn kan lásán lòun.
ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní mídíà ẹ máa fi mídíà bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ ní láti máa fi mídíà rídì bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ àfẹ́ àwọn èèyàn dáadáa àti ẹ̀fẹ́ wọn.
kò lè ṣe kó má rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ebi tá a bá ti rẹ́ni tó dúró náà la máa ti ráwọn tí ò dúró ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tá a dúró la gbọ́dọ̀ mú la gbọ́dọ̀ dúró.
politics òṣìṣẹ́ ṣe wẹ́ kọ́ máa gbé díẹ̀ kọ́ máa ṣe ní location 19 kọ́ máa gbé dọ̀dọ̀ wa àtọ̀ ó dùn àwọn èèyàn gan because mo comment àwọn táwa ń bí ìkan táwa ní France bí àwọn èèyàn tó pè mí pé ṣé mo program yìí wọn mo ní ìmọ̀ wò mo ní the same comment ní everybody ẹgbẹ́ ìtẹ̀ wà mídíà ẹjọ́ àwọn lọ́tẹ̀ wọ̀nyí kọ́ máa súnmọ́ wa ẹjọ́ tó rẹ náà onímọ̀ àkíyèsí mo pè é sí nìyẹn.
ẹ ṣé gan sir thank you so much sir.
ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀kúṣẹ́ takuntakun mo ń follow yín ní YouTube báyìí.
God bless you sir.
ẹ ṣé gan.
ṣé rí ẹ̀yin Yorùbá ẹ ní mọ̀jàmọ̀sá ní àmọ́ akin lójú ogun ṣé rí àwọn tí wọ́n ń pe bàbá páwọn fẹ́ ṣe interview Yorùbá burú gan bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn kò ṣe Yorùbá nìkan náà àwọn èèyàn burú tó bá pe bàbá pé àwọn fẹ́ grant bàbá ní interview tí bàbá bá sọ pé òun wá wọn ní bàbá ń gbéraga wọn ní bàbá ó ṣe kinní kan ọ̀nà tí wọ́n máa gbà rí ẹ̀sùn wá sí bàbá lẹ́sẹ̀ òní wọ́n ń wá àti àwa tá à ń ja ìjàyè ṣùgbọ́n ẹ wo bí bàbá ṣe sọ lánàá gbogbo analysis wọn gbogbo question wọn wọ́n béèrè silly question ṣùgbọ́n bàbá dá wọn lóhùn pẹ̀lú ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ àti òye torí náà wọn ò lè rí ẹ̀sùn kankan kà sí wọn lẹ́sẹ̀ àtúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run hello sir.
ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́.
ẹ sà.
ẹ kú ètò.
ètò ni ẹ sà.
a dá fún bọ́dà mi tó pè wọlé tán sí ọmọ Yorùbá ìgbìyànjú àgbé wa ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun.
iṣẹ́ ni ẹ sà.
program yẹn lè nínú ọ̀fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tó fẹ́ jẹ́ wọ́n bá wa kìlọ̀ fún délé wọn lórúkọ Reuben Abati kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọ tí wọn ètí náà ń lò wọ́n ti rò fáwọn olórí bàbá bá ń bí Akíntóyè bí ẹni tí ò mọ tó ń ṣe bí wọ́n lè lójú ọjọ́ orí wọn bí wọ́n lè fi ní question kristi nínú wọn mọ̀ wípé bí gẹ́gẹ́ là ń bá gbà pé nǹkan àgbà tó ń jẹ̀kọ́ àbẹ̀wé ló
òwe lẹ́ẹ̀pa ẹ̀ nípa àyàn sá.
ó jọ àṣẹ mo dúpẹ́ gan mo fi ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń tẹ́tí sí ètò yìí Oòduà gbé wa lábẹ́ bó ti lè wò ó kò sí gbogbo àwọn elédè ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ilé sanwó àti wọlé Yorùbá tán àti wà ń bẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́dì kákan ṣàjọyọ̀ lókù. wọ́n máa gbogbo àwọn ní mídíà ìsọnù bíi bẹ́lẹ́kùn mọ́tò wọ́n ń jà lọ́wọ́ kò kọ́ ayé tiwa àwa ò dẹ̀ rán wọn àwa ò ń ṣe politician ìyá wa nìyá jẹ ẹni tí a mọ̀ lára ń ta àwa la fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation wa pálí nísìnyí àtẹ́bí àtàrà ìtàjẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fún wa ká dẹ̀ lè gbé gbogbo Yorùbá ga kí Yorùbá lè kàn òun Yorùbá kó lè tàn àti ìràwọ̀ káàkiri àgbáyé àti Ruben Apati tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ sọnù tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ kú láìpẹ́ ọjọ́ tí wọ́n bá lè ló ti wà wọ́n kúrò nídìí wọn ayé wọn kan òṣòfò àti ẹ̀rí wọn rò.
kò sí mi ní ìjọ odò ó ń tan rẹ̀ jẹ́ ni.
intelligent searching kó wà gbogbo àwọn ẹni tẹ́ bá ń ṣe media tẹ́ ń ṣàdédé wa wí ṣe gbogbo àwọn unnecessary àbí àwọn interview ìranu tó ti wú àwọn Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù lẹ́nu máa bá wọn gbà wọ́n ṣe tọ́ṣà ìṣẹ́tọ́lá àná wọ́n lọ ń fi orin sàn ní Nàìjíríà àti gbogbo wọn ní gbogbo àwọn wo ní Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ ṣe nítorí ó tú mi gan lánàá mo ń jí ẹ̀sẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó wà lóbẹ̀ pé kọ́kàn Jordan kí gbogbo kẹ́ mútu bíbí yìí kọ́mọ̀ pé àwọn tó kù tó jẹ́ Ruben Apati àwọn tó jẹ́ ti Nàìjíríà tó wà mí. kí ló fẹ́ gba gbogbo orí burúkú yẹn náà Nàìjíríà ti ń dàrú ta ni ọmọ Nàìjíríà ní mí ni àbí ọmọ Yorùbá. question tí máa sin náà fi kánú bìbì inú mi dùn question tó bìbì kó kì í ṣe program kan lálẹ́ question mẹ́rin yẹn ó tún abúlé mi látàárọ̀ ṣé Yorùbá ni Nàìjíríà ni wá ní 65 years ago ṣé Nàìjíríà là ń jẹ́ ni ṣé Nàìjíríà ni Yorùbá ń jẹ́ ní 7 years ago before the independence before the amalgamation ṣé Nàìjíríà Yorùbá wà ní ṣé là ń jẹ́ nígbà yẹn ta ló lè fún mi ní àṣà yẹn fún àdáta yẹn
Yorùbá nation
kí Délé Mọ̀mọ́dù sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ o kó bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kò mọ́ ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ máa sùn kò ní wọ̀n ní jí mọ́ gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń gbèrò ibi sílẹ̀ Yorùbá láti dúró wọ́n á sùn àtàwọn àtàyà àtọmọ wọn ní jí mọ́.
ẹ má ṣe pé ṣùgbọ́n ìtẹ́ ìwé ìyá rọrọ mọ́ tó ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa fi lè lọ ọkẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré ká tí kò yé wọ́n ní ebi ń pa mi ọlọ́ṣẹ́ ń tọ́ṣẹ́ mi ò tí ì wẹnu wọn ní kí n wẹ̀ ta mi ò tí ì fọnú wọn ní ìfọ̀ta àbí ṣé fọ̀ọ̀dé ni wọ́n máa ń pè é má bínú àgbọ̀ Yorùbá ẹ̀ ṣáàbà àgbà wá bẹ́ẹ̀ bí a ṣe ń sọ nígbà tí ọmọ èèyàn bá ń ṣàìsàn téèyàn bá owó tó yẹ kó fi gbọ́mọ lọ sílé ìwòsàn àbí tẹ́bí ń pa ọmọ èèyàn nú lówó tó yẹ kó fún un kó fi jẹun tó wá gbé owó yìí tó wá lọ fi ń bọ́ àwọn èèyàn níta ẹ rí wípé orí onítọ̀hún ti dàrú àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ orí ẹ̀ ò pé mọ́ òun gan ló yá dìdìrìn security issue wà nílé Nigerian government ò sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Lebanon ní Palestine àti Israel òní wọ́n wá ń gbé yẹ̀wò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn nílé o lójoojúmọ́. The Nigerian government through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has said that it's watching with great concern the escalation crisis between Israel and Palestine, urging the two parties to find an urgent lasting solution. The spokesperson of the ministry, Mr. Ferdinand Nwoye, stated this in a release titled Official Statement of Federal Republic of Nigeria on the Development of Israel and Palestine, obtained by Sahara Reporters on Thursday. Omali. This Ferdinand Nwoye is Omali. Elosofun. He is Omali. Omali. Wọ́n pa àwọn èèyàn ní eastern part of the country. Ibi tó ti wá kò lè comment nípa ẹ̀ kò lè show concern ẹ̀. Àwọn Palestine tí ò kàn lọ́wọ́ tí ò kàn lẹ́sẹ̀ òun ló lọ ń show sympathy fún. Àwọn tó yẹ pé ọmọ wọn sì máa gbọ́ ọmọ wọn pa tó bá yá. The ministry said the Ministry of Foreign Affairs wishes to state that the federal government of Nigeria is watching with great concern the unfolding development in Israel and the state of Palestine and urges both parties to see reason and de-escalate the hostilities. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ bá wa ẹ má bínú. Kí gbogbo wa lè rí dáadáa ni o. The Nigerian government further urges the two parties to remain committed to the two-state solution. In the meantime, guarantee the rights of all citizens to live in peace and dignity. Bí ọmọ tó kàn yín, ẹran gba yín, wàhálà tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé, ẹ tún ṣe. Kẹ́ tó máa yẹnu sọ sí ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́rọ̀. After this call, we're going to put
ìyẹn tó fún nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ sí
ẹ̀sà.
wọn ọ̀tọ̀ nǹkan tó ní kó gbogbo wọn pọ̀ àwọn akóṣìbá méjì fi wọn wọ́n ń pààyàn nílẹ̀ south east ojoojúmọ́ ní ọlú ní gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n kógun ọbẹ̀ wọn ò rí sọ wọ́n tún sọ̀rọ̀ nípa tìta tí ó kàn sí wọn wọ́n máa fi ìṣòkùn láìpẹ́ tó bá ṣe ń kọ́ wọn ní gbòòwò tán kàlà àwọn ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀tàlẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ń tẹ́sí owó olùkọ́ sí kíkó ọ̀pọ̀ máa hápùn fún sáré òṣì wọn lọ ṣe nítorí kúkú lásàbà ẹ jọ kẹtùmọ̀ kan fẹ́ sọ ni pé gbogbo àwọn tó bá máa ṣe rádìkà kiri wọ́n wà very careful this time around lórí pọ́ńpùlà kọ́ máa lọ máa ti pọ́ǹpù sílẹ̀ fún wọn kọ́ máa disclose bẹ́ẹ̀ ni tó máa ti ṣe meeting before the rally before the rallying period because they are very very vigilant they can do and undo ṣe mọ̀ pé tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe rally máa sì là máa wà lórí tó ti yé ń sìn wọ́n dẹ̀ máa rìn group tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ kó rally venue kọjọ kó lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà ìtọ́jú pé wọ́n lọ tí wọ́n wá bẹ̀ sí why they capture some days weeks ó má máa ṣẹlẹ̀ mọ́ bó ṣe bó báwọn fífún ẹ̀ ṣe wà yẹn wọ́n ní orí burúkú oríṣiríṣi lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa báyé gbogbo wọn jẹ́ ni gbogbo tó ti fi ìyà jẹ ọmọ nàìjíríà gbogbo àwọn tó ti fi ìyà sínú ilẹ̀ yorùbá sọ́rí tó ti jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn ti kú látòrí dr aborode àti àwọn láì tó ti kú lórí ìyà yìí sínú ìyà yìí tí wọ́n jẹ pẹ̀lú nàìjíríà tí wọ́n mú pẹ̀lú nàìjíríà tí wọ́n wá kú pẹ̀sì lórí ilẹ̀ wọn lágbára lọ ẹjẹ gbogbo wọn bẹ̀ sí bí wọn látòrí gbogbo yorùbá ọ̀dàlẹ̀ gbogbo ilẹ̀ politician ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yorùbá àti bí àwọn tó bá tún kú bẹ́ẹ̀ sáà gbogbo àwọn olówó yorùbá tọ́pọ̀ owó ní àwọn tálákà lára nílẹ̀ yorùbá gbogbo wọn ò ní kú síbi táṣọ wọn wà a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní tọkùnrin bá tọ̀rìn ẹnìkan máa ń lómi lẹ́yìn ẹsẹ̀ jura wọn a ṣẹ̀ ti wọ̀ báyìí tó kọ́ wà very very careful gbogbo tọ́fẹ́ máa sọ fún ṣe kọ́fì lálẹ́ ní ìmọ̀ tọ́fẹ́ máa ṣe lálẹ́ ní ìmọ̀ nǹkan covid-19 tọ́fẹ́ máa protect lálẹ́ tọ́mọ fẹ́ máa fi sáì kó di àwọn kan ìjà wọlé kọ́ máa spread àwọn kan máa station àwọn criminals wọn a gbọ́dọ̀ gbà fún wọn nílẹ̀ yorùbá o mi lè fọwọ́ nílẹ̀ location náà wọn nílẹ̀ yorùbá everybody tó bá tẹ̀ láti dá wọn dúró wọ́n sọ pé tàbí tó ní kéwìn máa wọ òdòdó tòun tẹ̀ ń ló máa wọ ọbẹ̀ tó ti èsì gbogbo wọn la máa rìn mọ́lẹ̀ wọ́n máa wọlé láàyè ìlú ìyá má dùn tó kúkú báyìí.
ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀ sir God bless you ẹ̀yin ẹ̀yin wà nírìn jù báyìí lọ lónìí ẹ jẹ́ ká pàdé lọ́la láṣẹ ọlọ́run bá ẹ̀mí ọmọ yín ọ̀rẹ́ yín àbúrò yín lólùfẹ́ yín ni mo ti lo àsìkò lónìí ó ti pọ̀ gan ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ jàre ẹ̀yin wa ó bá tún di ọ̀la yẹ ká tún padà wá àwọn níwùsì míì máa tún ti jáde ẹ má sọ pé ká fún yín ní níwùsì mọ́ sí ilé ní eléyìí tá a fún wa lẹ́ni náà ti tó ẹ ká lọ mú mi le wọ́n ní kódò kó pọ̀ kó pẹ́ ọlọ́run bàbá yìí ló ń fún ní í ṣe ẹ má jẹ́ ká jẹ púpọ̀ jù kó má bàa ṣe kíni kó má bàa rún wánú àbí kó lọ́ wánú kò sí tó pọ̀ tí òkè ó tó bá ti pọ̀ lápọ̀ jù ó máa ń ṣe ní léṣe ní bójú mi lèèyàn mọ̀ mo lámùjù ẹ bí mo ṣe rọra ń mú mi mo rọra ń sẹni kó má bàa pọ̀ jù lórí ètò kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lónìí ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tó bá di lọ́la ẹ jẹ́ ká pàdé lórí ìkànnì láṣẹ lọ́wọ́ ọlọ́run ọba kójú wa má kọ àtúrí kìtì wa má kọ àtúngbọ̀ o orúkọ tèmi kò tí ì yí padà ìjìnlẹ̀ Marcus apèdègbàyè gbogbo ilẹ̀ Turkey Guru Maharaji adẹ́rìn-pọ̀ṣónú kásùn láyọ̀ kájí láyọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa orí ilẹ̀ Odùduwà dà ẹ̀yin dà lókè lọ́hùn ẹ bá wa gbé sókè ẹ bá wa gbé sókè ẹ bá wa gbé sókè ìgbòlówà Odùduwà national anthem. ló ṣẹlẹ̀ o ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa Odùduwà national anthem ṣó ń jáde lọ́dọ̀ yín àbí ò jáde èmi ò mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ o ò bá ń jáde ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ tí ò bá jáde ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ ń bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ń wò lọ́dọ̀ mi kí n mọ́nítẹ̀ okay ẹ má bínú o. ó dà ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa àníri jù báyìí lọ lónìí ẹ jẹ́ ká pàdé lọ́la láṣẹ Ọlọ́run títí di ìgbà náà ńkọ́ àwọn ọlọ́mọ amadé ẹ̀yin náà lọ́mọ amadé báyìí tó bá ní ànídé báwo láṣẹ Ọlọ́run bá ó dàárọ̀ ká sùn láyọ̀ ká jí láyọ̀.